mysterious organization known as the Program brought together a group of strangers and forced them into a shady experiment known as the Metapilot Program. They found themselves leaping into different worlds they called metaverses and inhabiting people inside these worlds.
I'm your host and tonight's GM, James Durham. Joining me at the table is Luke Admonson, Christian and Maggie Doyle, Andy Doporowski, and Helen Roundhill. It has begun. That's right. Our team of big damn heroes has gotten even bigger. Joined together with the assistance of Tom, can our heroes stop this threat to the metaverse before it's too late? Masters of the Metaverse, like all of our Zoe programming, is made possible by viewers like you. Check out our Patreon page right now. See how you can support this show and other great shows like it, like Death from Above on Saturdays, or Zoe Game Night on Thursdays. I also want to take a moment to give a shout out to some other shows we like to support, like Table Takes Fridays, 11 Pacific. We broadcast that too on our Twitch channel. In addition, it's on the Gen Con channel. Dragons and Things, brought to you by the people from Walking in Circles, and they are partnered with Paizo. They play Pathfinder, and they do it well on Fridays at 6 p.m. to 10 Pacific. And speaking of shout-outs, we've got some Patreon people we should...
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Kyle Kilgore.
Kyle Kilgore.
Kyle.
A name I hope to emulate today.
Oh.
Lacey Sedlak. Or Leslie?
Leslie Sedlak. Leslie!
Hello, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
Thank you. And Arlen Burl Duncan III.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That is...
That's an epic name.
And there are a bunch of
You
you
won
got
Patreon
some,
names this week.
Sir.
a bunch of you got some pre-store stuff, but don't worry, we're gonna have that all get read off before we start here. So don't worry, we'll know all about it.
We're gonna get
But
everything
speaking
right
of
off
that
before
store,
we start.
All right.
Speaking of that store, did you know you can use that store right now to affect this very game
What?
as we speak?
It's almost as if this is the most interactive tabletop role-playing game on the internet.
Bold claim.
Oh.
Bold, but true.
It truly is. In addition to all these amazing and wonderful things we have in the store, which I see you have purchased several of already, we also do these wonderful little polls every week where you get to vote and kind of help out who you want to on the episode. And I got the results of those polls. Do you guys want to know?
I just
Christian, you
generally
get
don't like
plus 10
results.
hit points and plus 2 to a roll.
Man, I am really like falling behind on these polls.
If it makes you feel any better, Maggie gets plus 20 hit points and plus 5 to a roll.
That doesn't make me feel better.
That makes me feel better, though. That makes me feel a lot
It's a
better.
rainbow wig.
Thank
Luke?
you for blaming that upon me. So now the anger is addressed at me and not at you. I appreciate that.
I don't have any anger about it,
Oh, good. Good.
but awesome.
Luke, plus 10 hit points and plus 2 to a roll.
Yep.
Nice.
Helen, plus 10 hit points and plus 3 to a roll.
Hey.
Andy, plus 10 hit points and plus 2 to a roll. And myself, plus 10 and plus 2 to a roll. I finally tied Christian.
You don't even have to ask.
That's
We
how
just
we know
let
the
you.
world is going to shit.
Yes, it truly is. I also want to take a moment and thank our amazing mods, Paximo and Alien Knitter. We could not do this without you. We really, really couldn't. They do so much.
Unless you voted for somebody other than me, in which case.
They do so much behind
We
the
can't do it
scenes
without
for
you.
us, and it really, really helps us out. And how about we roll some credits?
Yay.
Yay! Ba-dum, boom, boom. What?
Conscripted by a secret organization, a group of strangers is loaded into experimental metapods, hurtling their souls across dimensions and into unsuspecting avatars. With each trip across reality, these newly minted metapilots gain access to unique powers and abilities, slowly transforming them into true masters of the metaverse.
Masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. They travel through time and space and stuff. Control them, re-roll them, throw them above. They fly through dimensions, this isn't a bluff. Heroes compelled, they have no choice. Bound by the winds of a secret voice. Masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse. Masters of the metaverse, masters of the metaverse.
The abandoned medical facility they were using was attacked, though by the program, project, or founders was anyone's guess. At the conclusion of the battle, while preparing to depart the facility and tending to the wounded, Ronald Gabriel Zenda woke from his coma, except it wasn't Zenda. Some terrible malfunction occurred when he was forcefully removed from the metaverse, resulting in Iron Jack Kershaw ending up in Zenda's body. And Zenda, well, that's anyone's guess. But at least old Iron Jack isn't alone in there, as Zenda apparently already has another passenger.
You simply can't deny the awesome source that is the legacy. Hashtag Brony Buff.
Thank you, Chad.
Excellent.
One Captain Jack Rackham. After the attack, Tom provided the location to an abandoned military facility to use as a temporary base of operations, hopefully without any more intrusions. Without Zenda to complete the Metapod, however, the project could not be finished. While Tom attempts to locate Zenda's soul, he has sent the pilots into Earth 668, the metaverse of Sentinel City. It is in this world that Tom believes the threat to the metaverse is located, according to his most recent findings. Together, Tom believes there is nothing that you cannot achieve. Enter the metaverse, discover all you can on this threat, and work together to stop it. Previously, Hex Destiny and the Council of Sentinel City worked brilliantly together to thwart what was clearly a targeted attack on Sentinel City using both terrible weather and plummeting debris from orbit. After succeeding, Hex felt the telepathic pull of her grandfather Balthazar and rushed to his aid in Atlantis, where a massive tidal wave was bearing down upon the city. It was here that they were joined by the newly resurrected Thomas Wells and the avatar of Cicero the Atlantean, titles withheld on purpose. Maddox McFernan as Skinwalker, the amnesiac shape changer, and a mind-wiped Butch Baker. After some outside assistance returned Butch's memories, and the tidal wave was thwarted, our heroes ventured towards the Spire in Iceland to confront the source of these unnatural disasters.
Can we point out that we thwarted the tidal wave by punching it?
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
I think
excellent.
that needs to.
I
needs
love
to
that.
be- I think that needs
That's
to
a
be
rather gross simplification.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm
when it
just
comes
saying.
right down to it, we punched the tidal wave.
Punched it.
Yeah.
You punched your title. I mean, did you multiply Bombshell into
They
millions
froze it
and-
first.
We froze it first, and then
We just channeled Elsa,
Oh, I love that.
and then he punched it.
I love that for you.
It was at this spire that they
Without the
faced
song.
an empowered and hostile Riptide, attacking with the trident of Poseidon and unchecked ferocity. With incredible teamwork, they disarmed, defeated, and sent Riptide off to places unknown before destroying the first of the great spires, with the aid of the Titan Force. Fast forward.
which is one dude now.
No, it isn't.
After returning to Sentinel City, bringing the Atlantean Cicero, who also happens to currently be in the possession of the Trident of Poseidon. Our combined force of heroes and pilots shared their findings and information. Working together, Hex Destiny and Balthazar have found a way to counter the repulsion fields of the remaining spires,
dope.
using a powerful ritual magic.
Go team.
However, they
Aren't
must
you
reach
clever?
the source, the spire in St. Petersburg, to conduct this ritual. But with 3 towers still standing, even then, the magic might be too strong. After much consideration, these masters of magic concluded that to ensure the ritual will work, the spire in Japan must fall first. With the plan set in motion, Cicero, Bombshell, Lady Vale, and Skinwalker are en route to Egypt to assault the spire there, while Butch, Abbi, Hex, Ezekiel, and Balthazar head to St. Petersburg by way of Tokyo. However, the pressing thought on your hero's mind, given all that they have learned, is this Kronos, and how will you defeat him even when you succeed at bringing down these spires? But they're not alone. Our heroes have their pilots, and each other. The bond that joins them grants them the courage to face impossible odds, to never give up, and to know no matter what, they are not alone. They will face this and overcome it like every other challenge, together. Traveling across the Pacific, an Armor Guy's Octojet, originally named the Sex Jet before adding 2 engines at the behest of the PR team. We find our heroes
You're welcome.
in a moment of quiet reflection within. Butch,
Can't believe you actually used that. Sorry.
I love it.
You typed it, do it.
I know, but it's just like there's 668 world flavor, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
False alarm.
Oh,
Just
okay.
okay.
On your
Butch,
toes.
returning to Sentinel brought back a lot of memories you had lost. Oh,
There we go.
Clarify and verify hash clarity.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Returning to Sentinel brought back a lot of memories you had lost, even more so when you saw her. It all came back, a flood, almost overwhelming. Every moment, every second, and with it, something more. Whatever force was doing this, bringing these memories back, its reach was beyond just the avatar of Butch Baker. Crash remembers too. His first trip to the Metaverse. The tests, the doctors, the machines. Your dad, concerned and sad. You remember the looks they gave you when you wouldn't do the things they wanted you to do. You remember too much. A little boy staring at you from across the room, hate in his eyes. Your dad and Jeb arguing. And when they erased your memory, your dad's standing there. You can still hear him. They can't find out if he doesn't remember. We can erase his memory, but my son will always have the heart of the hero. He'll know what to do. Your dad could see the future. Sitting next to Abby in the cockpit, you're comfortable, despite it all. That's always been something about being around her, that quiet assurance. Abby, Butch is back. He's really back. When you first saw him, it was almost like he didn't recognize you, but then it was like he never left. Not that you've had any chance to just sit down and talk with chaos and death everywhere, but the feeling is there. That silent confidence you feel with your empathy whenever he's around, that comfort. You might be flying into who the hell knows what kind of terror, but it doesn't matter, because you'll do it together. The bond between Hex and Balthazar has grown tremendously since the dome fell, and together there is nothing that you fear to face. Balthazar's pride in his granddaughter is almost tangible, it's so strong. As you race towards the unknown, you share a look and know you will defeat what lies ahead.
Yeah.
Brony, ever since Ezekiel heard the name Kronos, he's been hiding inside his own body. The fear is immense, it's almost overwhelming, and it's a little bit contagious. His memories of this guy are not good. Tortures that defy imagination were routine among those who even bothered to disappoint him, let alone oppose him. You often recall a memory hiding behind rocks, looking onward as Kronos snaps the neck of a titan with a single hand, while dismissively blocking the ultravision from several others. Several more lie dead at his feet, and then he looks at you in those red eyes. It still makes you shake, and you don't have this memory, it's his. But for weeks now, he has not come to the surface. You have been alone in his avatar.
Ah, come on! No!
that was like a Hulk moment
Yeah.
from Infinity War.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Not Endgame, not Endgame.
Not Endgame. Yeah.
Infinity War.
Infinity War's
It's
been
only,
out
it's
long.
only
I
been
was
out for like
going
a
to
year
watch
and a
it
half.
this morning and then I got mad.
Oh.
Well, much like the never-ending story, you're in for a big disappointment when it comes to runtime.
Wow. Bitter.
Yeah, a little bit. I thought I had my life figured out.
Brony. Yeah. Say my name.
Because, yeah, okay. I'm assuming it's also Falcor.
No, it's Crash.
Impossible.
Wow.
Sausage.
Moonchild.
Yeet.
Oh, you beefed me.
I tried to get my beef in your pocket.
It didn't work.
I know.
Do you guys have a beef?
We have a beef.
Beef in Pocket
And
is a song
cheese.
we both really enjoy.
It is. It's really good. It's really good. Whatever happened to that band?
I'm sorry, you were saying?
I said what I said. I was letting you all have a moment, but this is the moment that you created.
So, thanks. So we are on our way to Japan.
Correct.
Okay.
In the Octojet.
In the Octojet, and our
Helen, whatever you do, don't look under the table. Hashtag hack attack.
it ain't me. It ain't me.
If anyone grabs
You
my
ain't
ankle,
no
I
fortunate
poise
son.
to kick.
It ain't you.
Oh.
A waffle named Beef in Pocket.
Oh, no.
That's hey, if we make it, we've made three. This will be the third in a row. If we make it this week, we'll have
wow.
3
Yeah.
waffles in a row, which means we're basically going to be doing a concert on the third.
Yeah.
Near as I can tell.
Oh, good.
And one of the songs
Or
will
sooner.
be Beef and
Or
Pocket.
sooner. Yeah, depends on how much time we have to write between now and MobyCon.
It is very true.
And it was all tallow.
Oh, dibs.
Damn it.
Not duet.
Duet.
If we did it, I will duet that with you.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm in.
All right, guys. The
he
duet
puts the wet
of
in
Beef
duet.
and Pocket between these two.
And she puts
It's on the
the
table.
do.
Right for the taking.
All right. Wow.
All right.
Do it.
We've got a
do
plan.
it. Okay.
So yeah,
Oh, but-
Japan. What is the layout of Japan like 406 years in the future?
Has it crashed into sea?
The last report from one of the nano wasps from Bombshell is the entire area of Japan is metal.
Oh.
Metal
Like-
Like the
No.
same metal that we've been experiencing.
not
Not at all.
Not
Okay.
the technological stuff that's
No.
that
No.
is
The same sort of
Australia.
perfect geometric patterns, but rather than whatever that other substance that the ones around
Baby metal?
So it is Kronos land.
We. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the non-answer is an answer.
Yes.
So Kronos land, we're here.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So
I want to stop and get a cronut.
do we know anything? Do we know which of the
It'll probably
the
stop him.
hands, horsemen, fellows is
No.
Okay. So the only way we can find out is if we just
We know-
go there.
But we know Titania's over. I thought we knew Titania was in Japan because
New
it
York
was over
Titania's in St. Petersburg.
Oh, it's in St. Petersburg. Okay.
You don't know who's in Japan.
Are they
Okay.
big? In
Nah.
Whoever they are definitely going to be big in Japan.
Either way, I think we're turning Japanese. I think we're turning. I
James
really
thinks
think
it's
so.
funny for different reasons than we think it's funny, and that scares me more.
Yeah.
It's like he just told himself a really funny joke at all of our expense.
I did.
I'm a little concerned. So the only way to do it is to get there, and we are on our way there.
We're there.
Yes, you are crossing the Pacific.
Are we with Armor Guy in his jet? Like, is
No, Armor Guy is
he is happy to stay.
happy to stay around Sentinel City these
Is
days.
there a deck of Uno cards to entertain ourselves?
There's a variety of things on board this
Excellent.
jet that probably shouldn't be.
I assume
Can
there's-
we play Monopoly with a Pop-O-Matic bubble?
Let's do it.
I want to do it.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Careful, you
Okay.
can pop a
Okay.
lot of trouble with that thing.
I know.
Wait. I'm sorry. Could we?
Sorry.
Can we like set up a D&D campaign? Like, can we in-game game?
We
I
should-
mean, it is the
could.
metaverse.
It is the
Metaverse, yes.
metaverse.
Then yes, let's do it.
This will be the metaverse.
The metaverse.
All right. So what are you gonna build?
I'm gonna be a. I'm gonna be a.
Butch is not game mastering
a
this.
rogweed.
That's fine.
It's not happening.
Hex Destiny can. She'll run it. She runs the council, so she can run a D&D
Oh yeah.
game.
Yeah.
We all know I'm gonna get stuck with Bard again.
All right. You
Total
find yourself
paladin.
Bad
in
Total
North.
paladin power fantasy.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
We find ourselves in Northwest Haven.
You can't be a paladin.
I want to go to the mountains.
But first you must know why.
I
you
wanna
have
go to the
mountain.
mountains.
Okay, before you have to get.
I want to go to the
quest
mountains.
first.
No,
To get a quest.
mountains.
Okay, you go to. He goes to the mountains by himself.
For a
The
noble
rest of
quest.
you-
And
we're
just
still
out
over
of
the ocean, aren't we?
sheer boredom, I'm gonna lean across Butch and look out the window.
So
I've been
this
waiting
is,
for Willem to make
the
an
Pacific
appearance,
Ocean,
though.
I
I'm
believe.
not lying.
I don't know.
Kinda blue.
Yeah, I don't know what they. I think that's what they still call it.
Right.
I've flown over it a couple of times. It's-
Excellent. When you left.
Yeah,
me.
it's a-
when you left me.
That's not how it went. I
see.
think we
Okay.
can all agree that that's not 100% how it went. I mean, I had some things to do.
I'm sure you did, and I'm sure they were very important, and I'm very, very glad that you were able to accomplish everything that you accomplished.
I get it.
Without me.
You're upset. That's
no,
fine.
No, I'm upset. I feel perfectly
It appears we have some trouble in paradise.
Rita
Paradise?
doesn't have any problems. I don't have any problems.
We're fine.
Don't have any problems.
We're fine.
We're fine.
Oh man, you said that so many times that I don't believe you.
I have some problems. I would like to address my problems if we could.
What are they, Ezekiel?
Well, you ever been so scared it just kind of goes right up inside you? It's like that, but emotional. So.
I bet she knows what it's like.
I do. I'm sitting right next to it. I've got a direct line to that feeling.
He is absolutely terrified inside of that skull.
And weirdly, because of that, I also feel it. So, tone it down, little guy.
Am I sitting between you so that you don't try to ride on his back again? And
I think we're good.
okay.
I think that was mostly that was mostly a crash thing.
That was mostly a crash party thing. I know. Wait, okay.
That's literally the one time I felt secure.
But instead, we're just sitting over here
that's
passing
fine.
each other
And
emotions.
Crash is not gonna come out anytime soon. He's afraid of girls. So.
Yeah, I thought I liked you better for some reason.
I'm gonna dim the lights, add some fairy twinkles above them.
It's just a clear domed top, right?
I'm still doing it.
Okay.
I'm creating an ambiance.
Ambiance.
That's not going to attract anything.
The crowded, formerly named sex jet is really uncomfortable.
I just like you to know that I'm
But
so sorry.
living up to its name a little.
It is.
Yeah.
I
Smells like disappointment in
So
here.
maybe we should talk about.
We can talk about the mission. We can talk about the mission.
We could talk about the mission. We could talk about. I mean, talking is good. Communication is important when you're trying to be friends.
I'm gonna go rock in the corner over here. That's cool with everyone. I'm just not feeling it. So.
Seriously, you're killing the vibe.
There was no vibe. We are not talking about vibe.
This is a sex jet.
No, this is an octojet.
Formerly a sex jet.
Oh, so because we're going to Japan. Got it.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just going to let that one.
I forced you to vansel? That's amazing.
Oh my god.
I didn't even toss him a softball for the tentacle corn joke.
Right.
And it just happened.
You know, there's a reason
Was it
today's episode
hard?
includes no tentacled monsters.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because Andy's gonna bring all of them in his pocket.
I think you guys are misunderstanding.
You're thinking of beef.
Well, we can't do a little surf and turf here?
Now, can you help me?
I hear he's got some in his pocket. You should feel around to check out.
Can you help me with my KFC? I need to do a wings
have
or
no
not.
beef.
It's my hen
That's
pie.
not what I meant.
Look, I'm just helping a sister out.
No beef, no tentacle monster. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking right now.
Do these
For the
seats
rest of the
recline?
trip.
I'm just curious. Do these seats recline? For no reason, do they recline?
They recline.
Any seat reclines if you push back hard enough.
It scans.
Yeah.
It's true. God, I love a good pushback. All right.
Newton's laws.
So,
Gotta
you're
love
in
them.
West Haven.
We're-
You entering. the
Bravely, I enter.
What goes
Bravely.
down must something.
You
something.
enter
What
the
goes-
drunken bishop. I think that's
Oh,
what Odie
he's
calls
having
it.
problem with the drunken bishop.
No, you enter the drunken bishop. It's
What?
a
From-
tavern.
from-
It's a tavern.
From where?
It's a tavern. It's
Oh.
the one Chris Odie uses. I probably butchered the name. He's much funnier.
The
than
drunken bishop.
Me. Yeah.
Okay, so we enter the
Something.
drunken bishop for a drink.
We are
I
in a
don't know.
jet.
That is up to you, brave adventurers.
I'm not playing your D&D game. It's not happening, Hex.
Fine. What about
What else are you gonna
Uno?
Because a drunken bishop always walks forward.
How about
That's
a battle
funny.
plan?
Oh, a battle plan. Cool. Well, we
Staggering
know-
bishop. Okay.
The staggering bishop. Thank you.
So we're going in for a stag party. Got it. Oh wait, I'm scared.
Battle plan. Well, I think we should assess the tower and see if it looks the exact same. Because if it does, then the weak point probably the same as last time.
Okay.
I was not there. What was the weak point in the tower?
It was a spot that I totally just figured out and hit it.
Oh, that's impressive.
I used my bonus boosted ability to use Chimera Blazes. You can always know how to hit something, so I used it on the tower, so we knew exactly where to go.
We found a
And
weak
then
point
we
on
punched
that
it.
one.
If I
And then we
got
punched it.
bonuses
And then we
for
punched it.
innuendo, I would
punched
own this
You
game.
punched it.
Yeah, you
But I
punched it.
don't.
I had to go. I turned into the big guy to make it happen now.
Yeah,
You got bigger?
Oh yeah.
You got big. You hit it
I'm
spot.
just double checking. I'm just
Look,
double
you are-
checking.
yeah.
But just to keep it for real and kosher, the big guy is Bombshells. Yeah. You don't want him anymore.
I don't. He's
She
not
she called dibs, okay?
I understand, but it's not really a different guy.
He talks way different than you.
Yes.
You can't call dibs on another human being.
He's just.
Without their
You can call
consent.
shotgun, but only if you're Courtney Cobain.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was even dark.
Oh
for
my
me.
god.
The car was very hot. I have a lot of feelings.
It was a very long drive.
We were stuck behind a train, and now I hate infrastructure.
Jeff Bezos was right.
A different kind of train than the one we were stuck in.
Okay, got it.
But I'm curious.
do not
tell
wanna
me
do the
more.
Yeah, we were
in that
too. That's why
train.
we were stuck in a train.
So anyway, well, like,
Here's some towards the fun hashtag hack attack being planned.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh my god.
Thank you,
Thanks, guys.
It's gonna be tentacles, isn't it?
I think it kind of has to be.
You know them so well.
It's Taco Tuesday. That's a Japanese joke that doesn't
Thank
really
you,
track for
alien
anyone, and
letter.
it's also
AK,
Monday.
buddy,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, AK.
oh,
Thank you,
and
okay.
Also, holy crap, Andy.
I do want to point out we did have a problem. We got a tip before the show aired. We went live, and we're having a problem replaying it. But Nessie of the Lake
Oh yeah, that would do.
sent us a beautiful tip. She
Nessie
can't-
of the Lake Ness.
Yes,
That's true.
Nessie of the Lake Ness can't be here tonight because of the new work schedule, but gave us a tip and just loves the show. So I just wanted to make sure we shout it out.
There was
to you.
also a pre-tip by Java Man. Is also I don't think we got that in there as well.
Thank you, Java
Thank
Man.
you,
Java
And thank you,
Man.
Nessie of the Lake Ness.
I really want Java Man just to be a sentient, like, coffee shop.
I just want him to be a fossil.
Like Danny the Street, but,
Yeah.
but
Like
specifically
There is
Oh.
a
just a
Java
coffee
Man
shop.
in
Yeah.
Sentinel City, right?
There is a Java Man. That's
Yeah, the great
Fantastic.
baristo.
The
The
great
great barista.
Yeah.
Abra-arabica.
See, there we go.
Yeah, you've got exactly the idea.
Okay.
There's the tip from Nessie that the.
Oh, there, so
He
Jack
uses
can
his
read it.
he uses a steam wand.
Oh hell
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Oh god,
That
where
is
is
fantastic.
his steam wand? Nope. No.
Oh.
I thought about
Come
it.
froth and
Right. And then yes,
infra-ing.
Oh,
Yeah,
look!
that's
Oh, look!
cool.
Oh, newsflash! That's so
Newsflash.
nice.
We got a
Newsflash.
newsflash,
Oh.
and I got a buff. So thing.
All
Aw.
right.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank you.
sweet.
Thank you.
Make
I
sure you
do
stick
like
around
those.
because that newsflash is going to come at the end of the episode.
Oh.
Oh, and Java Man
Making
has the
you
word.
wait for it.
We understand, but thank you. Cool.
All right. All right.
So anyway, we'll assess the
5
tower.
meta points though. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh. Well, I'm kidding, I meant
Willikers.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Girl Scouts.
Oh, it's
today.
that no good Dixon boy.
Wait, what?
What? No good, distant boy.
Hi, Larry.
Oh, hey! Hey, Larry.
Hey, Larry. How much does Larry have to spend to send us his like magical pen? 'Cause that would be
Isn't
helpful.
it like right over there on the shelf?
Ah.
Stay
Yes,
up,
and
stay
it's
up.
staying right over there on the
Hack
shelf,
attack
as
them.
far from your hands as possible.
Like everything in the sex jet. I know.
Hey, if
you
you-
told me.
So yeah,
Formerly the sex jet.
Formerly the
Formerly,
sex
that's
jet.
true.
I know.
Now the octo
that
jet.
changed when I got here too. I know.
I know.
So yeah, we'll assess the tower. You know, we'll probably punch it. Something.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go super easy, just like last time. Well,
Well,
I
what's-
guess
what's
back
your
to your
game-
romance plan then.
What's your game plan for the tower then, Butch?
Well, we got to get close enough to see the tower.
Yeah, I know.
The
Figure
coastline
out
of
what has
Japan
erected it.
comes into view,
Ah!
Oh.
and it's
Okay,
mesmerizing.
I'm just pointing at you. Asked
Not
before the
only
coastline.
does a massive spire rise here, but this seems to be made of some kind of shiny metal, as does the entire countryside. Though still perfect geometric shapes as before, they gleam and reflect the sunlight, giving a dazzling look as each one is reflected into each other and thousands and thousands of times over.
Well, you know, for an evil empire, that's a really nice feel.
And then the side of the octojet explodes as something impacts it. Alarm sound. But they're a little late. And the ship begins spinning rapidly and plummeting towards the water.
Want to stop that from happening?
Yes,
Cool.
let's. Oh god.
How are we going to do that?
Magic?
These two can fly.
I'm aware they can fly.
So I'm gonna pop the top off and grab these two.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, I can fly?
Yes. Well, Mercy can, and you can ride
And you
Mercy.
ride
Right,
Mercy.
Mercy. Okay, thank you. For a second, I thought like I physically could fly. I was very confused.
Wait,
Mercy
Mercy's
is-
a sword, right?
You have
Which is
magic.
You be
can-
careful
you can make
flying
yourself
on
fly.
that.
Right. Okay.
It's a ridiculously huge anime type sword, like surfboard size.
It's a Buster Sword
Yeah.
surfboard.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That drinks the souls of its victims.
That's-
Oh, well,
oh.
there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
So we do have something in common at least.
The jet plummets below you and hits the water. You're not sure what hit it.
There's nothing. There's no like trail like in the sky.
There was no incoming signal from the radar.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It was just.
Niner.
And I
Maybe we got
guarantee
hit by the
Maxwell's got
Invisible
some
Man.
sweet sensor
Yeah.
on this thing.
Yeah.
He does.
So we would have seen if it was something incoming. It was just something randomly exploding.
On us.
Or unless it was moving faster than the speed of sound, but that would have to be like, something.
Your uncle.
What can move faster than the speed of sound? Maybe it's a really
Lights?
fast guy that flew through it
Lots
that
of
we
things.
couldn't tell was coming, or an ultrasonic projectile.
Have we checked to see if we hit an iceberg?
Like a-
I mean,
saw a
I'm
movie
fast, but I'm
once.
not that fast.
Like if somebody could fire a really big rifle round really, really fast, we wouldn't have seen it incoming on the sensors. Or
I feel like you just gave me a clue.
or if it came from above or below, also at least twice the speed of sound, it wouldn't have registered on the sensors.
Speaking of your sixth sense there from
Yeah.
Rosie, you get that bad feeling like something really horrible is about to happen.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Got a bad feeling
Bad.
about
Yeah, I
this.
have a very bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about everything.
That's just
Streaks move through the water, like displacing it as though something is racing along underneath it,
shrieking
creating little
eels.
trails moving towards you at an extremely high rate of speed. Let's roll initiative, shall we?
Oh God. I mean, okay.
And I've got one in each hand. Is that
You have one of
correct?
those people in each hand, yes.
all right.
I will hold Brony by, I guess,
13.
either. Would you like to be held by the back of your belt or like scruff of your jacket? What works for you the best?
14.
Let's go
14
with the
for
belt.
Hex.
Let's go with the belt.
Let's go with the belt.
Hashtag hack attack, hashtag sorry not sorry, did that take 2 of the engines off? Is the sex jet back online? Also, you seem to be in the water. We didn't even have to trigger a flood on you.
Correct. It is technically
All
back
right, so
to a
who has
section.
voting?
All right, Hex, I have a
Christian.
14.
So yeah, I've got you by the belt, and then I'm holding you
A
close, like
hashtag
Lois
pull
Lane
rule to
style.
Oh, I
either
love
win
it.
your
Yeah.
D&D game, save the metaverse, or rescue Andy when James puts him in another cave.
All right, so let me get these initiatives. I have 14 from Hex. Who else has an initiative score for me? Give me
13.
13 for Brony.
Wait, so it's just supposed to be ACV?
Wait.
You should have an
Yes.
initiative modifier on your sheet.
Oh, never mind. +0. Great, thanks. 17.
37.
37
37?
In a row?
37.
for Butch.
Hey, you get back here. 16.
16
That's only 27, isn't it?
for Balthazar.
Oh.
Oh, that's only
No,
27?
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
29. Yes, 37.
And Abby?
Let me give it to you. 17.
17. See, I didn't hear you.
Oh,
There we are.
Is it because you're moaning with your mouth full?
there we go.
You're not going to beat me, though.
Oh.
Unless you crash. Wow, that was
Meep, meep.
nice.
Meep meep is
I got
mine.
24 with 2 12-sided dice.
Oh,
Gosh,
Jesus.
it's about as good as you can roll, man.
That's
Yeah.
about as good as you can. Yes. Now I'm
Which
not
for
a
me is a
mathematician.
28. Still not enough to beat your 37, however, Mr. Baker.
I'm sorry, I meant 27.
You meant 27?
You did beat me.
Oh, if it is 27, I do beat you by 1.
27, 27. What you say?
These streaks continue to move forward, then each break the surface. They're spheres about 10 feet in diameter, really shiny metal also, and missiles fly out of them as they break the surface.
Oh.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Weaponized
Clearly
dolphins.
dolphins.
Clearly killer dolphins or sharks with
We
freaking
fought
laser beams
killer
on
dolphins in
their
a different metaverse.
I mean, it was the Miami Dolphins. So
They were alien dolphins.
that's what I said.
It was Metaverse Vice
15
City.
And 19 on Hex. 15 and 21 on Balthazar. Neither of those are going to hit. 17
Should you
and
be using 12s?
8. Yes, I
Damn.
should be using 12s.
Okay.
I have 8, so I will get 1 on you. 3, yes.
Shit.
And 16, no. 15 and... So 1 on each of you will be a 20 damage fire.
Oh, God.
Oh.
All right.
believe both of you have armor inherently, so make sure that you apply that to the damage before it is done
Great,
to you.
I'm fine. Oh, that tickled.
And he'll grow back.
Not right now.
Crash. Slash. Push.
Let's see. I've got 2 people, so my arms are full, and these are coming at us. These spheres.
Yeah, but they surfaced in the water. They're in the water below you.
Great. I am going to beeline to the shore because they can't really do a lot of airborne fighting, and I imagine they are not aquatic characters either. We're gonna get to some ground.
All right, you race towards shore. Next up is going to be Abby. You have 17. You're being carried.
Great.
What are you gonna do while you're being carried?
While I am being carried, other than hold on for dear life.
That's a really good idea.
Which is what
but
I
I've
do.
got a very strong grip.
Put that to good use.
He is.
He's got my belt. I've got your belt.
You could like cinch up a little less.
I mean, okay, so I have wilderness tracking. Can I like look around and try to figure out what?
It appears no wildlife has passed over this ocean.
The whole ocean is extinct. Great, good.
Mind grabbing you?
Well, there's not any tracks on the surface. Near you can tell.
I'm just saying, like, are fish making a beeline away? Like, are they repulsed by
There aren't
this?
any fish in
Go ahead and give me something with wilderness tracking. Maybe you'll learn something with it.
I mean, I'm willing to give it a try.
Maybe you'll learn something.
Great, beat that by 8.
You notice there's not really any sign of any
So
kind of life.
I'm not gonna
Period.
learn anything.
No,
Right, no
like
life,
very
no life.
specifically, no sign of life. Like none.
Everything scarpered long before these guys showed up. If there was anything at all.
Yeah, like nothing. They're not even a little tiny jellyfish or anything.
No,
Nothing.
not even
Oh, that's good. They're
They've all been
poisoning
eaten
this
by the
part.
local megalodons.
Well, I'm glad that the megalodons don't leave tracks then. Neat. Sorry, guys.
All right, next is Balthazar the 16.
Balthazar the 16.
Please, the black.
Same diff.
Everyone knows 16's a red number.
Is that actually true? I don't gamble.
I don't either, but I'm guessing, and
It
I've got like a
seems right.
50-50
Only with
shot.
hearts.
Yeah.
You kind of always do.
I'm playing the odds on this one.
Okay, I am flying with the sword as well, or separately?
Balthazar can fly independently.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But you could be cruising along with Hex. It's your choice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Are you using your evil cape of levitation?
Yes, exactly. The old evil levitation cape.
So much better than the benevolent levitation cape.
Except it flies you upside down all of the time.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really a dick.
It's twice
about
as good, but
directions.
it's a dick.
Yeah. I will fly generally in the same path as Crash, trying to get to land.
Okay.
Landmass. As I'm flying, I would like to make an attack on one of these folks with my wand.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
You may use sorcery if you so choose, or in fact,
Bippity
because you
boppity
use
booyah!
your magic wand, you can even use death magic.
Yes.
Death magic it is.
Oh.
Your choice is regular magic.
Or death magic.
That old death
Or
magic.
cake magic.
Death or cake magic.
Yes.
Yes, the only two acceptable magics.
Well, we're out of cake magic.
He actually is rather magical making cakes as long as you know it's fusion.
It's true.
He's a romancer.
Beat it by 5.
Beat it by 5. You blast one of these spears. There seems to be some sort of like shielding around it, but you are able to blow through that and damage the sphere.
Okay.
He's one of those bakers that puts matcha in everything.
Oh.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Hex Destiny.
Arab? Really? You
does-
are an evil bake.
Does any of this technology look even remotely Atlantean or at the same level of the Atlantean technology we already encountered?
What skill are you going to use to analyze this technology?
Well, I guess civil engineering.
That's
Notice?
civil engineering is pretty on point considering.
That's okay.
That's
I'm also
good.
going to use a meta point.
Using a meta point.
I don't know, it seems pretty uncivil to me. Oh, strike away for that.
That would be a 10, so I beat it by 2.
You beat it by 2. There is something familiar about this machinery, but it's most certainly not planned.
Right, but on that same level of technology, or
Definitely
no?
lower tech.
Lower tech. Okay.
Whoever this
good
is
to know.
doesn't have the fancy toys that the Atlanteans have.
Okay, so we're not up against like super high tech at least.
Keep banging the rock.
It almost looks like kind of like knockoff armor guy type stuff.
That's what I was about to ask.
Not even his caliber of machinery.
Cool. I would like to Kamehameha one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
You're
Which
gonna,
I
like, throw a big Hawaiian guy?
Yeah.
or Kame.
Kamehameha? What?
I got
He's very important!
Yeah,
His statue is made of gold.
I said
Sorry about
paint on
sorry.
No, it's okay.
That was amazing.
Okay.
Mahalo.
Which I'll use sorcery for, because I
Please
know
do.
that's what it is.
It does.
13,
Ohana
I beat it
means
by
death.
3.
Yes.
All right. What damage do you have listed for that?
For sorcery, it is 50 damage.
50 damage. All right. That is still, again, you blow through the shields much like your grandfather and inflict about the same amount of damage.
Aw, they're so much alike in so
They're
many
very-
ways, and yet so different in all the important ones.
It's true.
One was death magic and one was nice, beautiful, sparkly, pretty magic.
Yeah.
Brownie, you're being carried. It's
Yep.
rather uncomfortable.
And I want out of here. I've got 2 very pressing reasons to get the hell off of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my boost and attack everybody, and I'm gonna life drain them, and I'm gonna transfer it to you.
Good man!
Excellently done.
Nice.
So that's against shooting, and I got a 10 against 18.
So beat it by 8. You are able to drain 4 of them. What is your life drain?
50.
Ooh, that is brutal. The 2 that were already damaged are completely destroyed by it.
Weird how the force fields don't work against life-draining powers.
And 2 of the others are very damaged, but your drain barely scathes the last of them. And that's going to be 120 health for you on a temporary basis.
Awesome. I'm going to
Protect my sack.
I'm gonna do my military science to use that extra health to transfer to a force field to split between my 2 charges.
It's even
Excellently
worse. My jeans
done.
are wet.
House rifles are not a superpower.
We were in the water.
I beat it by 4.
All right, both.
Oh no, I beat it by 5.
By 5. Both of you have a temporary force field that will absorb 60 points of damage. Write that down for the both of you.
Hell yeah.
Once it absorbs 60, it is gone.
Great, wonderful. Question about these force fields.
No, it's only gonna have 50 because they're also gonna have a rank of flight, so I don't have to hold on to them.
Oh, and even better.
Okay.
That, however, does limit you to about 25 miles per hour, just for the record.
Well, I can still hold on to like his feet, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
But you're not going
done.
to plummet to the ground.
Nice.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be like
You may freely, independently
secret
fly at
identity.
25 miles per hour faster if you know how to fly faster or have an ability yourself,
Well,
or
I'm
if you
thinking,
can grab
I'm thinking
onto
if
somebody
it's a
or something.
force field that's a little bit like a gerbil
I know
ball.
exactly what you have in mind.
And that it can like
But
run.
you can just
into
run
it.
inside it and get it going really, really
Yeah,
quick.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
And that is going to bring us back to the top. I am going to start by firing at Hex Destiny from Tokyo.
From Tokyo.
Sorry, what?
I don't like that.
I don't know either.
Tokyo's on the other side of the...
Yeah, a slug about the size of a garbage can, traveling at about 6,000 miles an hour.
Oh boy.
As though someone just has unerring, perfect,
I
precise,
knew it.
spot-on aim.
God effing.
And you pick this up with the Titan Matrix. Not in time, and that's gonna impact. There's just no way she can move out of the way, and right before it's gonna hit Harvey. And the blood is everywhere.
No.
He'll be okay. He's magic.
And Harvey is wounded
Not
badly,
today.
but he will live.
Not today.
Oh, that's just right.
The impact would have clearly killed you outright.
It's funny.
It fired from Tokyo, you say?
Yes.
So is it an artillery gun?
It must be.
Wait, The size of a Japanese garbage can?
No, an American one.
We make so much.
It's like a garbage can. It's not like a skip or.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly
It's a
not.
bin. It's a bin.
It's a bin.
Yep, so yeah,
On the
some
way to
kind
the
of
tip.
big gun hit us from the other side of this country that we're just now arriving to.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
don't need to hack to kill Griefer. I'll take care of it.
Is that your thing? Is that what you think it is?
Well, yes, I do think it's Griefer.
Oh, I was super excited.
I mean,
Griefer.
Griefer had a rifle. That was that's a big gun.
Rifle.
I don't know. It's a sixth sense thing. I got a sixth sense. It's a thing. It's a feeling.
I'm just saying.
What are you gonna buy with 6
You
cents?
do think everything is
In
Griefer?
Japan.
I know. I think. Okay, look, just.
Yes, but what if everything is grief?
Didn't you leave Griefer in like a state of complete and total utter body
did.
pain for the rest of her life?
Yes, I'm aware that I destroyed that creature's life.
I mean, that's got to be affecting her end
Ah, yes. Not always the best move to leave
No.
them alive with nothing but reasons to murder.
I was 12 at the time.
We've all made our mistakes.
Thank you. 12 at the
In
time.
fairness, you were 412.
Okay, look.
We didn't know.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
That is back down to Mr. Baker.
I'm suddenly feeling very mortal and exposed. And
Says
covered-
the one person who can't die.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's not a good look for you.
Again. Total
Exposed.
reverse turtle.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Of the
Brony's-
soul.
I feel like I
You're
need
all
to-
brony right now, huh?
I'm all brony, baby.
Trust me, man. You can't die.
Cool.
My Uncle Bob literally tried lots of times. Can't be killed.
It's
you
true.
should be fine.
I've seen it.
We've all seen it.
Is Uncle Bob?
It doesn't make it hurt any less, though.
Oh no. Yeah. He did scream almost every time, really high pitched.
Speaking of
But he lived.
But he lived.
He lived.
Can you stop
Wait, Buddy
freaking him
lived?
out?
But what about Bob?
What
Bob,
about
Bob didn't make it.
Bob
Bob didn't make it.
And he made it. Over Macho Grande? I'll never give up.
Thanks to Andy, I know exactly what happened to Bob now, and it was really ugly.
Oh no.
Also, watch out for that Tom guy. Just throwing that out there for you.
Okay.
All right.
Beautiful. Harvey's been shot. He's
Oh, yeah,
returned to the
that's right.
Feywild
That's right. It is my turn.
to heal his wounds.
I need to basically slow down to a stop. I'm going to chuck these force fields in 2 different directions and make myself a big glowing target as much as possible. And while I'm doing that, like I'm just gonna make myself like glow basically. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to enhance my sight as far as I can to see where the shots are coming from, and just do what I did last time and let myself be a target to triangulate where the shot is coming from, like when we fought Griefer
Human
last
target
time.
triangulation.
Yeah.
You don't have any like power sucking abilities, do you?
No,
Oh,
no, I don't.
If you took my buff, that'd be great. Or no, if I had my buff on, that'd be great for you. Let me think about that.
Yeah.
But I don't go to like blast, so it doesn't really matter.
All right, I'm going to consider you holding your action then, sir.
No, I'm doing my action.
Those are all free actions that you
Your
used.
order of 1 artillery shell has been successfully delivered. If you would like to order additional artillery shells in the future, remember to shop Sapphire Industries.
Oh boy.
Always willing to meet your high explosive needs. Hashtag hack attack.
Thank you, Chet.
We have a dash button for it.
That would put you next.
Great. Okay, so there are 2 of these things
Yes,
left.
there are still 2 of them left.
2 of them left.
One of them not in very good shape, and the other one somewhat better.
Okay.
And then your unknown adversary, quite some distance away, geographically.
Right.
As an ex-Microsoft
And I'm
developer,
moving.
chat's making me nervous right now. I'm about to get it from both ends here.
No way.
And the sex jet is sank.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, man, I'm just gonna steal that with my elbow.
Do we know if these are like remotely operated things?
You do not.
We do not. But we can life drain? Okay.
Yeah, the life training seemed to work on them,
That
so
does-
they're
so it
probably
does seem
manned.
to work. Okay.
Well,
Neat.
life has an asterisk. It's basically just any kind of health.
It's health drain, right?
Health drain. Okay. Well, okay.
There are very few things that are immune to the effect.
So, can I use my little gerbil ball running business to deliver a very fast and very impactful hit to one of them?
Absolutely, you
Great.
could.
I would love to do that. What should I? What
You
should
can
I-
do
fighting?
athletics or
Athletics?
fighting.
They're the same.
Either of
Alright.
those is fine with me.
Great.
And you're traveling
Or,
at a
you
higher
know,
than,
I mean,
you're
driving.
traveling faster than 25 miles an hour now anyway because I threw you.
You threw me. That's right.
You are moving very
so,
quickly.
Okay, so I'm gonna gerbil ball slingshot myself into one of them and hope that doesn't hurt me. Great.
New this Christmas, the gerbil ball slingshot.
Man, I feel like that would be real.
Tired of dealing with
yeah.
unwanted pets in your own yard?
Gerbil not included.
The kids.
Ask your
Gerbil
neighbors.
didn't survive testing. All right.
Spaceballs.
Gerbil space
Great.
program.
I'm gonna beat that by 12.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
You hit
There
this
goes the gerbil
submersible
ball.
thing at about 200 miles an hour.
Great.
Nice.
And it explodes into thousands of little shiny parts,
Aww, sparkles.
which have flesh and blood in between them.
You're okay?
Almost as if the machinery is bound together with flesh and blood on the
Oh
inside.
no.
Oh,
Pink
it's Dr.
mist and glitter.
Robotnik.
While the
This
explosion
sucks.
is happening, you literally hear Butch like, seriously, are you alright?
No. I'm good.
Okay.
Balthazar.
Thanks for the
One
bubble.
remaining.
One remaining and an unknown adversary quite some distance away.
Right.
Do not taunt Happy Bundle.
I will go ahead and blast this other one as well. One more, trying to get down what we at least have in front of us right now.
Excellent.
Chat's lit today. It's pretty great.
Yeah,
Beat by 2.
You guys
Beat
are
by
on
2.
point today.
This one was
I
already
feel like-
previously damaged, and it is enough to finish
I
it
feel
off.
like
There are no
the
more
gerbil pulse
submersibles.
might be our best invention as Zoe since the crucifix.
Yeah.
God.
James, despite the things not being there, is there nothing else? Were they remotely activated? Is there a wire in the ocean? Is there a power source of some kind?
There's spheres that hold rockets that seem to be held together by flesh and blood on the inside.
Right, but were they just floating aimlessly? Did they?
They moved really fast through the water,
They came from a location.
seemingly from shore.
Were they slingshotted?
Impossible to tell for sure,
just
but
killed
they
two
seem
germs.
to
We
be.
just killed
They
two
gotta be
seem to be
propelled.
self-propelled.
Yeah, they've got to be propelled. or
They
that would
seem
have
they
been
were
like-
to be self-propelled.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So
They
they're not
moved in various-
slingshotted
they didn't just go in a
gerbils
straight
that
line.
tried to take out your rabbit.
Like they were manned.
Yes.
These spheres
Secret,
shot
secret.
from Japan.
Secret. Oh my god.
So first things first, because I'm not all the way Avatar.
Or you can stick some.
I have Rosie Harvin in my brain. Rosie Harvin remembers who Zelenia is. And Hex Destiny is getting a gothic effing makeover right now because she is pissed.
Oh.
It's like, I mean, it's the Sailor Moon, but it's like gothic, just emo, just everything is black.
Oh, so you Sailor Mooned yourself into Sailor Pluto.
Yeah.
I've
Basically.
never been
Okay.
prouder of you.
Yes, so
It's Sailor New Moon.
Sailor New Moon, yes. Just so that everyone's aware. I don't have a,
Oh.
I could go get the wig, I guess, and throw it on, but I won't.
Wait, did we just cross over again into something else?
Do Ben Mars lift gates?
I think we should go to the source where they came from.
Great.
Indeed.
Cool, I'm flying straight there as fast as I can.
Wait,
Hex
honey.
takes off
Wait.
at full speed.
Be there in about 3 hours, maybe 4.
Did,
Oh, I
did
can
somebody grab an
I
ankle? Can
I
we
can
just
grab,
like
I'll grab one of them, absolutely.
Peter Pan ourselves through?
Yeah.
Not your
So-
grapes.
Not my grapes. No, my grapes are fine now.
I will
Kinda.
absolutely
I'm
grab
assuming
one
we're
of
all
them.
joining
Protect
her
his
in
sack.
this, or
At
no?
least we know it's shore, so it's getting to shore at least.
Oh yeah, we'll go. As soon as we get to shore, we should land and regroup there.
Absolutely,
all right.
but I want to go
You
to the
reach
location.
shore and land. It is all this beautiful, reflective. It also makes it really disorienting as you're into it. Like it's better to face out at sea where it's just the ocean than to look at all these reflective surfaces everywhere, reflecting
As opposed
reflections
to
and
the ocean,
reflections
which
and.
is nuts.
Right now, I
Yeah.
don't like reflection too much.
Just,
So.
yeah.
That's self-reflection.
Is it
It's
disorienting because it's so bright, or is it disorienting because it's like a
All of
funhouse
these,
where?
yeah, it's a kind of a combination of the two. You know, the reflecting light is really uncomfortable, right in your eyes and in your face, and then everything else just reflections and more reflections and reflections, and just very awkward.
Stacks on stacks.
Have you ever been to a Spencer's Gifts? It's like
Cool.
The horror.
the horror. And there's porn in the back for some reason.
I would like to.
It's just really disorienting.
Yeah, no problem. I would like
might be.
to summon
You have
a
to go
ball
buy
of
Dane
yarn
Cook CDs
thread,
to like
something.
get to it though, so it's not worth it.
Which I'll cast a spell on if you want, but I want to magically take it, and I want it to roll and take us to the center, so that we don't have to look at our surroundings. We can simply follow the cord by
To
holding
the
on
center of.
to the tower, to
To the spire. Okay.
the spire, wherever we need to.
Give me a sorcery check.
Where do we
We're
want to
gonna
go?
burn
What are you trying to do? We want to get to the spire.
Great.
Give me a
so
sorcery check.
because
We
it's so
aspire.
disorienting, I'm gonna magic yarn and basically have it lead the way so we can all look down at the ground or something.
The reverse of leaving breadcrumbs in the maze.
Yeah,
I love
she's
it.
bird boxing us.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Not bird box, but the plan. Definitely not.
You said a sorcery skill, correct?
Yes, please.
I
Good
want
idea.
this to work, so I'm
it was a
gonna
good
use a
idea.
moment of
It
clarity.
was a great idea.
Moment of clarity. Thank you.
Because I really want this to go off. Well, 10, so I beat it by 6.
Excellently done. The ball of yarn takes off, leaving behind the string in the path, weaving ahead.
I hope there are no robotic cats.
James,
Wow.
Possibly go wrong.
New idea.
So-
Inevitably, robo-kitties will be a part of our mission.
Curiosity killed the robotic cat. I think not. We use logic, you fool.
No! The rover, it landed on it.
Oh. So basically, we now have a path to the tower. Does anyone want to do anything else? I mean, the spires. Anything else except go to the spire? Because we've secured our pathway to said spire.
I mean, I've always wanted to go to Akihabara, but no, let's do it.
I think it's.
I would like to collect a sample of the
I haven't been to Tokyo
ground.
since I was a kid. This is gonna be
A
awesome.
sample.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Kyoto since I was dyslexic. I tried to go to Tokyo.
Wow. Okay.
It wasn't a good trip.
I mean.
The long way around.
The long way. I was
The
Fukushima.
ranger in me wants a piece of the landscape too.
Right, it takes you a minute to chisel away a piece. The stuff is pretty strong, but you
So
are
am I.
also incredibly strong.
Thank you.
And you're able to break some
20
pieces
tons.
of it.
20 tons worth
You
of
really
stuff.
are strong.
It's like when you break the piece
More
off,
like-
it's like that all the way through. It's not as though just the surface is reflective. Like
All
even
of
the
it is.
inside
Oh.
is.
Fucking glitter towers. Okay.
All right.
What's that element? Bismuth?
I would like, since we have the rope that we're following, I would like to conjure up a dust swarm essentially around us for cover. Because while they may be able to shoot at us, I don't want them to be able to pick us off.
Make sure there's at least 3 hexes of smoke.
Wear them like a hat.
Question. Who are the 4 hands? It was you and who else?
The other
Original?
individuals
Titania.
who
No?
the individuals when he was a hand are all gone and dead. He was.
And we have no
It
information.
happens a lot.
Except for you.
Because he can't die.
Yeah.
Otherwise
Right,
he
but we
would
have
be
no
dead too.
information on the other ones.
No, you've faced Riptide and you know Titania is one.
You want me to call in a favor and see who has the hand job?
No, I was wondering.
I don't have a radio.
I was wondering if someone was very self-centered and,
Wow,
and
it's
possibly
just Brony in there.
the reflective images were a narcissistic type thing. And it would give us a clue on how to defeat or work through it because it was someone was I don't know. It's a path we're gonna not go down.
I don't know.
What did
Maybe
you say?
you might have something there. What kind of skills do you have on Rosie's sheet that might give you some insight into something like that?
Hero knowledge.
That would most definitely
Yeah,
apply,
that
Mr.
would
Balthazar.
definitely-
Hit it dead on.
Do you have a Patreon? I don't know if
This-
you can use it for this. You don't have to. I'm sorry.
You
Okay,
don't
Lord,
feel
I-
like it's based on vanity. You feel like it's a punishment.
I'll do a Cape Lore.
Based on punishment, with
Yeah,
that
high five.
information, based on
Yeah,
punishment.
based
But you 100% agree. This environment is a punishment for whoever's here.
I mean this with love, but dear Lord, #personality, 2 towards avatar for Granny please.
I don't think I can.
Yes,
No,
he
no.
can.
Oh, I can. Good.
He just doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to. You don't. You don't get this. They can spend points for you. All
They can
all
force
day.
you.
They,
Oh crap.
because chat rules the game.
Chat
Oh,
does
my
rule
hand, she's got all over
the
her
game.
face. So it's a punishment. It is a punishment for someone.
This environment is most certainly a punishment for someone.
Reflective terrain everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Vampires.
You might be right, Hex.
Your vampire problem.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why they're on my mind.
Who's the guy with all the eyes?
Mississippi Slim.
Do you know what's his name?
Argus.
Thank you, Argus.
Oh, eyes.
Yeah, all the eyes. And if it was very reflective,
Oh,
would
that would
I
be
would
quite
assume be
shiny.
some kind of punishment.
Yep.
But okay, well we can keep going forward.
We're gonna have to. But that smoke is a great idea.
Yeah, I love
This
it.
a wonderful idea. In fact, it did just save you from getting
Idea.
shot.
Oh,
I mean,
Well,
yeah, they know basically right where we are, but
Yeah.
But it's hard. We're harder to hit for sure.
A buzzing sound
Oh,
fills the air
no.
from the
Bombshell.
distance,
God
getting
damn it.
closer. It is really, really similar to that, in fact. But
oh,
louder.
because-
like whatever it is
Bombshell
bigger
has-
than a nano wasp. Like maybe not so nano.
oh,
It's
A
just a
regular
wasp.
wasp.
like just a regular ass wasp.
More like football sized.
That's
Oh.
not regular ass.
Where's my fly swatter?
And
Put
there
outside.
are
That's
That's the kind
several
of, that's the kind of
Don't worry,
wasp that busts
hundred
you for
of them
selling lemonade.
sweeping over the terrain and getting closer. They're the same kind of reflective, like metal container, but they look like knockoff giant nano wasps. Like somebody spent some time staring
So we really
at
are
a nano
big in
wasp.
Japan.
and watching it.
Yeah, we've got knockoff armor guy tech, and we've got knockoff bombshell tech.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This
is
would have
it-
been really funny in the 80s.
Is it Disneyland Tokyo? Like, is that where we are? We're just.
What I want to see is like Transformers, like really good ones.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back for Brony #metapoint.
Oh.
Oh no, that's a meta point.
That's a meta
Thank
point.
you for the meta
So
point.
I
Jack.
get
you can use it if you so want.
If
but
you want to
you're
get
not
back, those are
forced.
you get a free way back to being just.
But
fine.
before we
Really.
do all that,
Well,
let's all
I mean-
roll some initiative and.
Oh, too late.
Yeah.
I like this. This is good.
It is.
No.
I really like
love it.
personality disorder.
Oh.
Well, not quite so good that time.
19.
19.
For both of you.
Yeah.
21.
I'll fight you for it.
17.
You win.
Oh.
Brony, 21 you said?
I only
Christian?
blew my load.
Rob
I'm
said
so
21.
useless.
17 over there?
23.
23.
3.
And 15 for wasps.
I never made it
So
without
everyone goes before them. But before we do that,
Mr. Val.
system shock.
Okay.
It's in the store.
There is one in the store.
I'm going to start with you, Balthazar. Let's go ahead and go put you right there. One away.
Oh.
There we go. We're going to put you right in the middle again. All the way on the end. We're going to go move one a little closer to Avatar on that
Some bullshit.
Yes, I want to go back where it's safe and a little oily for some reason.
one. And I'm going to switch you to the exact opposite end of the spectrum. You're
Oh,
going to go
no.
full pilot.
No, you can't do this to Andy. Me, Andy, not that Andy.
I know.
Okay, I'm good.
And I am going to stick you dead in the middle.
Dead.
Dead, yeah.
That gives
Well,
me
thank
joy for
goodness
some
I suddenly have English lit knowledge.
Now Balthazar will start us out.
Get rid of these and go for tens, I suppose.
Well, this just won't do. I'm gonna use 2 and get
2
myself
meta points.
get myself back. Much better. I would like to use death magic to try. I'm going to assume that the hornets do also have some living component to them, much like the previous craft, and I wish to strike at those connective points, necrotizing as many of them as possible to hopefully just
A large
break the
area of
bug as
effect
possible.
necromancy attack. Give me a
Absolutely.
death magic check.
It's essentially the plot of Andromeda Strain.
It's true. Beat it by 6.
Beat it by 6. You bring 60 of these wasp creatures down from the air.
Damn.
Did you scoot your chair over? That's amazing.
Crash did it. It wasn't me.
It wasn't you, it was Crash. That's amazing.
Why would you do that?
Hashtag crash buff and hashtag Andy buff and boosted.
Oh, thank you, Chad!
Thank you.
Boosted abilities unlocked, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Butch, Crash, you're up.
Neat. Hey, Crash.
Hey, Butch. Meta point used.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got things that need to get done, and I've got some guys that have wasteland survival, and I want to be able to use both. I need to use both character sheets, and somebody has better skills than Butch.
And it's Crash. And that's everybody.
He's the one with urban tracking. And that's what I'm gonna use.
There we go.
But this round, as it's just nano wasps or giant nano wasps, mano wasps.
Yeah.
Macro?
Macro wasps.
Macro wasps?
Yeah, okay.
Well, Mana wasps sounded nice too. Sound like a bad 80s band.
Yeah.
Mano
Mano
wasps.
wasps.
Nano wasps.
Oh, that cover art just
Oh,
be amazing.
man.
I do know my hair metal bands.
Mano wasps, live from Red
Actually,
Rock.
it was just like 5 like normal white dudes with regular haircuts who wore polo shirts and
Yeah.
played death metal.
We are in Japan.
Let's see. How many of these things are there? You said
There are still 940 remaining.
So there's like there's a good baker's dozen left at least then.
Oh yeah.
940.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna need a little. I mean, there's the problem with hitting wasps is I can only punch them one at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Feel
I'm
that.
going to I'm going Titan this round, but it's gonna take me the whole round
It does take it all around
because
activation time.
Because I don't. Yeah.
Plus, you don't really want to.
Crash doesn't mind.
Yep. Crash doesn't mind.
Crash is just like, hey buddy, we gotta learn how to use this.
All right, we will move on to our double 19s. You decide who goes.
Hello, Andy James.
So, just so you know, that's my boosted.
Oh, yeah, you should probably go first.
Okay, I'm gonna attack everyone.
Oh, I don't.
Everyone.
Everyone.
So you're using your boosted ability that they just got
Right
for you?
on time.
Oh yeah.
Attacking everyone, ladies and gentlemen.
So we're gonna go ahead and well, all I've got's life drain. It's kind of the only thing I do.
It is what Ezekiel does.
So
Doesn't he also have a fighting score of like 16?
Oh yeah,
Isn't he
he's
like,
an amazing
isn't he like
hand-to-hand
the greatest
combatant.
martial artist in the world?
Alright, I
But
beat
he
it.
could just like.
He disdains hand-to-hand combat.
Beat it by 2.
Beat it by 2. You target every single one of these wasps, and you completely drain the life
great
from
face.
200 of them and damage the others significantly.
Poof! Get out of my picnic, you young bastards!
There are still 700 plus remaining, but they are all damaged at this point. There are none that are not.
But they are very badly burned.
The other 19? Miss Andy James in the Metaverse.
I feel like what I would like to do is use my speed and just start swatting them. I do have steady hands as Andy, which I would say.
So you're going for the E Honda slap?
And I figure I could probably use one of my buffs for that as well.
You very well could do that.
Because, right, that's... I get
That
to
would
do
be
that
5 extra.
5 extra, so I think that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
If you split your attacks, you can also.
You would make 10 of them.
Let's do that. Let's do that. What do I need to beat?
You're going to be making 10. You could do fighting. You could do.
Andy does not have those things.
Andy
Andy
doesn't
has
have
shooting.
Andy has shooting.
Well, you can also
Finger guns.
I could spend a.
You can spend some meta points, so you can spend your other buff to put yourself anywhere.
I could do
You
that.
could, or you could also
I could
use.
Moment of Clarity.
Not to give you too many suggestions, you could also use your a boosted ability to, call upon Nurse Tesla and light them all up with lightning.
No, see that you just gave me a suggestion. I wasn't sure if because I wasn't sure if we were.
That would be 10 split attacks with lightning.
Which everybody loves. Yeah. Okay.
Who doesn't love lightning?
Everybody loves. It's very, very frightening.
Me.
Galileo.
Galileo.
So that will use
Galileo.
one buff and
Actually,
the boosted ability.
He didn't like beheadings, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's true.
All right, one
All right.
buff's been taken
What's up,
down and your
Cole?
boosted ability used. Give me 10 checks.
Jesus Christ. Against.
You're going to use shooting because
Shooting.
you're using the lightning powers
Great,
of
great,
Nurse
great,
Tesla to shoot them.
Okay.
I knew
wonderful.
it.
That's a yes. So I beat that by 7.
Beat it by 7, okay?
And beat that by 10.
Beat it by 10, okay?
And beat that by 4.
4, okay?
And beat that by 4.
4, okay?
And that one by 3.
Okay.
And that one by 7. And that one by 6. What am I at? I need
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 3 more.
Okay. And that one by 10.
Yeah, that's it.
And that
Oh,
one
that
by
by
12.
Oh, Jesus.
And
Last one.
that one by 7.
7.
So 3 criticals?
3 criticals. You destroy 200 wasps with bolts of lightning from your finger.
200 Wasp Club. What up?
I'm not in that club.
You're not in a bunch of clubs.
But I'm gonna be tight in a second. Then you'll be sorry.
Hex 17, you're up. There are
We're
540
cool.
damaged
It's just
wasps
you and Andy
remaining.
James. We're good.
Excellent.
We're best friends now.
I assume that these macro wasps that are shining and glorious when killed fall to the ground.
Super good, I think.
Cool. I would like to take all the dead ones, bring them up, and have them attack themselves.
Nice.
Give me some sorcery action.
You must be so proud.
I'm using a moment of clarity. Yeah, this is dark. This is Dark
like-
Next Destiny, man. We're going
This is
full
the best day of
grandpa.
your life.
Straight to the resurrection.
Grandpa's
Using
so
enemies
proud.
against themselves.
Yep.
They grow up so fast.
Okay, did I say I was using moment of clarity?
You
In
did.
400
Moment of
total.
clarity used.
I've always
Super
found
Rosé Hex
Resurrection
Black.
to be a bit redundant.
So that is that's a 12, which means I beat it by 4. But I really like this plan, and I have my buff, so I'm going to use my buff so that I beat it by 9.
Okay.
Thank you for my buff.
Resurrection.
You bring 180 of these wasps from the parts of
I don't
the
get
dead
to join
ones
the 200 club.
together.
I'm a goddamn sorceress.
You brought 180 wasps back from the dead. You're like a Maine plastic surgeon.
Yeah. That was
And
yours.
these wasps you bring back from the dead swarm up and envelop the others in the air
Yeah.
and bring 180 more of them out of the air in response.
Excellent.
Rolling on the ground, killing each other in a
Yeah.
metal shiny
Nice.
heap.
It looks less like fighting than I thought it would.
Yes, it looks less like fighting than you thought it would. Leaving only 360 of them to attempt to
only.
attack you.
Oh,
Because I'm last.
so you're gonna roll 300.
Right, but
and-
after the end of the round, I transform.
I'm last though.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'm going to do this first.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
He thanked me. He never thanks me.
Aww. So you're gonna roll 360
Just out of curiosity.
No, I'm not going to
Yeah.
make transition. What
Do I
I'm
still
going to
have
do
my
is
gerbil ball?
100 of them attempt to swarm as Hex
feel like I
Destiny.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. not my first swarm.
No, it is not your first one, but it's
Not
really,
in Japan.
it's your really familiar, just on a really
Do we
grand
have a
scale.
giant
It's
fan
it's
that
almost like
separates the
somebody
next
studied bombshell.
Yeah. No, they did. My other plan was to make a giant bombshell to see if they would all be attracted to it, but I didn't think that would work.
They grab onto you all over your body. This will inflict 60 damage as they maul and tear into you. And until they remove them from you, you will have a -6 penalty all tests you make.
Oh my god.
-6?
Correct.
These are.
You are covered in
terrible.
100 wasps the size of
okay.
footballs.
Yeah, okay.
Doing anything
There's
is
not enough
almost
space
different.
for 100
You'd
wasps.
have a -6 even if you were just covered in regular footballs.
Yeah, right. That makes sense.
Or -6 if you were covered in regular wasps.
Lightning Woman gets one of the other sets of 100. Which is 6 and 6, 12, which is dead on. So it's only going to be 30 damage.
Does that take your dodge bonus into account?
What is your dodge bonus?
Dose.
Andy James.
+2.
+2. Then it misses Andy James.
Oh, man, they must have rolled really well on
Always
me.
ask about your
Always-
dodge bonus.
always at-
I rolled a 2 or a 3 on you. I can't remember. It was a terrible. It
Yeah.
would have been a critical success, but they can't critical success you. And the last group of 100,
I
because
can't dodge.
is going to go after you. And they fail miserably. Your magic and skills with your wand and staff are just too much. That you're able to keep them at bay.
You cast
the remaining
raid.
60 are not enough to envelope one individual character, so they are kind of waiting off to the side to join in as one of these swarms of spot opens up. Which puts us back at the top.
They're
It's
very
going to be
well
Balthazar at 23.
Punk ass wasps.
I said I was sorry.
I am going to. It can't be as AoE of an effect. So what I want it to do is more chain through
Okay.
the wasps, specifically the ones that are targeting Hex.
Okay.
Thank you.
Use your death magic, sir.
Death magic indeed. Beat it by 8.
Beat it by 8. 80 of those wasps around you are destroyed. So you are down to only a -2 on trait
Okay.
tests until the swarm is removed.
Okay. Thanks, Gramps.
That puts us over
Happy to
to
help.
Butch Crash, who is now full Titan.
Yes. So what I'm going to do as in mid transformation, while I'm still all bunched up, I'm going to fly into the middle of as many of them as I can. And when I go all big with energy burst, I'm going to try and just burn a whole crap load of them out of the air. I'm
Nice.
also going to use my buff Hacksaw, so I can attack everyone that I see while I'm in the middle of my transformation, which will only take up one of my actions this round.
Which is enough that because it targets everyone, I want you to give me some kind of relative check for what he does there with that one. Why don't you give me...
Oh, it's going to be...
do you have a power usage one on there for Titan Force?
He's supposed to, but...
I believe it should be on one of these ones, isn't it? Where'd it go?
Oh,
Ah,
it's not written down.
oh, it's supposed to be right there. All of those are the same score. I'm assuming
Yep.
it's that score as well.
Oh, jeez, nice.
It is. And I beat it by 11.
Jesus.
You annihilate all of the remaining macro wasps with your transformation.
Even the ones on us?
Even the ones on you, because he used
Damn
his
it.
buff to target everything.
All of them. Cool.
Crash buff was used.
Whoop, whoop.
Nicely done.
Hey man, it's a good buff. I like to use it whenever I can. And when you give me lots of little things to hit, that does it.
And it's as that one falls that you, just looking just past Titan, something like shimmers a little, like it breaks the landscape. It's not a reflection like the rest of it. And then you can kind of see it. It's open, and it's the barrel of a gun, and it's about to shoot at you, except it's,
Yeah.
that big around.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The size of a trash can?
The size of a trash can. And about
American
50
trash
feet
can.
off the ground.
Yes, thank you.
Who's it targeting?
Hex Destiny.
I'm using my action this round to interpose myself.
Thank you.
It's almost as though it was timed. And that does clearly hit Titan. That is a 200 pointed damage hit, Titan.
That sucks, man. That sucks a lot.
Hey, do you still have that shield though?
I gave it to you
You
guys.
gave it to us.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Oh.
No, that was super smart.
Can you still use your take the damage and
Is
turn
it?
it? Convert it?
It's 200, right? No, not when I'm Titan.
Gotcha.
That's okay.
He has a significant amount of armor, and he's okay.
Yeah,
He'll be fine.
I am-
I couldn't
He's
take
Titan.
a 200 hit.
No,
I would
no,
die.
but I can.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I'm
that was
alive.
most certainly meant to kill you, Miss
No,
Destiny. And it is, in fact, the 2 19s who get to respond to that first.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm going to use my buff so that if it attacks me, you get a free hit.
All right, aggro is in
Nice.
use.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't attack him, we get a free shot at it too, right? Isn't that kind of how it works?
How close is
I
this
don't know how
thing?
it works.
If
It
it attacks,
has to attack him.
if he attacks it, if
Otherwise,
they attack anybody but you, we get a free shot. At him.
Yeah, if you
it
get a free
has
shot.
to attack you.
Yep.
Or else.
Or else.
That's it.
But it doesn't know that.
No, it does not.
And also, I guess I'm going to life drain off into the distance.
Like,
And I'm going to
off.
transfer it to her.
Give me a roll.
He's the one with damage, though.
Might be a bit out of your range.
But wait, are you? I thought you had.
Oh
shield
no,
damage,
I've got 50. I still took 150 health of damage. I mean, I got.
But how much are you down to?
I'm only down 40.
Okay, then I'll.
Yeah, and I'm down significantly more.
Yeah.
I'm down 150.
I beat it by 1.
Hey
Man,
man,
by 1, that's still enough
that's still
to
50
do
health
the
for me.
damage. 50 damage, 50 health. And your 50 damage ignores armor.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah, life
Okay.
draining, kind of.
I know it's the shit.
it's an awesome power.
It
It
is.
is an awesome power. Well, let's see. How close is this?
Oh, he's probably about 700 or 800 meters out.
Okay. Okay.
But he is,
How much is that in
or
American?
excuse me, she is 50 feet or so
Oh, right,
tall.
right.
Yeah,
She is 50 feet tall.
Yeah, she's 50 feet tall.
I'm sorry.
So we can
She
see,
is big in
we
Japan.
can see her.
Everything is.
Sort of. I mean, it's like watching one of those old movies with the Schwarzenegger guy with the thing that you can't see, you know?
The Predator?
I wasn't going to say it, but thanks.
Why weren't you going to say it?
I don't know. I don't like saying the titles of movies on this show. It's weird.
Oh. Well, we need to figure out how to catch one.
If it bleeds.
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
He'll know.
Great.
We can kill it.
Have a seat, Mr. Predator.
You're
Let's
one
see.
guilty
Oh,
mother.
boy.
Chris Hansen.
Do I have any weapons?
No.
No. Why would you do that?
Just
to
your
me?
heart.
And that could shatter at any moment. Let's see.
Well, because Abby's a hero and doesn't use weapons.
Yes. I mean, fair.
Plus, you know, she can pick
fair.
up cars.
Right.
Is there a car to pick up?
Is
No.
there a car to pick it?
Is there
Can
something
I,
car
Can I throw
sized?
chunks of landscape?
You believe you
Hashtag
can
hack attack.
probably do that.
Hashtag hack attack.
What?
Oh, boy.
Oh, did we-
And it's bots!
Oh,
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Chad!
Yeah, use your meta points.
I know, but I miss Andy. I don't get to be here very often. All right.
Yes, you believe that she is
I know
sufficiently
that
strong
feeling.
enough that you could probably rip a piece of landscape off and throw it. Or failing that, I mean, there's already hundreds, in fact, 1,000 dead
I
nanowasps
do
everywhere.
have a throwing score, though,
You
as
do have a throwing score.
Rita. Okay.
Because she has thrown a few cars in her time.
I'm gonna, oh, that puts me at 12s. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a couple of meta points. God, okay. So.
Also, you can just use your body at -2 to throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a great idea.
That is
And
a great
since your
idea.
body score is
I-
10 higher than any other human on the planet, I'd say
Maybe
use
I
it.
would do that. Okay. Alright. So I am going to rip up chunks of landscape and throw them.
All right. Give me
at-
a roll versus your body score.
Butch
might-
is
I
going
might-
to swoon.
I might like run up a little bit, get a little closer.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is going to
You know.
it's
You can
okay.
run
I have
50
Phoenix
miles an
down.
hour quite
We're
easily, so
fine.
yeah, you can.
I mean, I
do it.
really, I want to get a running
It's
start.
kind of
on
a
this.
run, grab, rip, throw thing.
Exactly. All right,
Go for
perfect.
it.
So I'm gonna roll against my body.
Dude's on next.
Ha! Okay. Neat.
Shotgun.
So I'm gonna beat that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat that by 7.
Beat it by 7. All right. I am going to say that is a very large chunk of masonry, and we'll say it's
20 tons I can lift. So.
Yeah, we're going to say that was a 7-ton object because you beat it by 7.
Great.
Which impacts, but the majority of the force seems to be expended on the exterior, as though it's protected by some kind of armor.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll break that.
Oh, for
You drained, you there, and we are to Hex at 17.
Magic sight. Is this the actual size of Griefer, or is this an image? Is this magic?
This is the actual size of a being. Your magic sight, you can in fact see what remains of Griefer.
Excellent. I would like to use my boosted ability as Wayfarer to know exactly where to go, and I would like to teleport there immediately.
You are inside of the gigantic robot machine that is bearing down upon your friends.
It is.
There is
Robotic! Letting you all know. The nano wasp.
Where did you go?
I'm inside.
Fair enough.
Inside what?
The big robot that you are outside of.
How did you get there?
Oh, magic.
I didn't hear a poem. I'm very confused, Text Destiny.
I got older and boobs. I don't have to do poems all the time.
Wait, you don't have to do poems because you have boobs?
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
Those two things have nothing in common.
The inside.
I don't know. I feel like the bounce you get from
The inside of this monstrosity, there's what remains.
You're saying she's
Griefer
poetry in
is
motion?
mostly
Yes.
part of her robotic head and a little bit of torso wired up to all kinds of machines that are pumping forward with a set of like viewports right in front of her face, image displays. And her eyes are held open, and these viewports are showing a 360-degree view of everything around.
Okay.
And at that exact moment, these massive, tentacles come from all the way back on the sea coast and grab hold of this gigantic robot thing and just start ripping it through the air towards the water. Because it's not a fan of the hand of Kronos, and it's a giant tentacled monster, and that's what I have to work
Just saying you could write Cthulhu. Just throwing that out there.
Alright.
Also, thank you, Chad, for the awesome hack attack. And
It is crushing
technical
and destroying and ripping the limbs from this 50-foot monstrosity as it is pulling it.
I think we should all worship before we go mad. I hold up an offering at the top of the hill and go, Ah, Cthulhu!
Please don't make us mad.
No, mad, no.
You're being ripped through the air very quickly. You
I'm
can see
steadying
this-
myself.
Yeah, you can steady yourself. It's a really horrible sight in there.
Aren't you in there?
Yeah.
And at that moment,
But I mean, I feel like
at that moment, you feel like you can see that the eyes twitch a little, and Griefer sees you, and the lips move, and you can barely just hear whispered out from this a cracked and torn vocal box. Kill me, please, kill me.
It's so many. You don't name movies, but you remember some.
That's not even just one.
I know. There's like 7 that I can pull out.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And like 4
Being
video
a
game
tortured creature that wants to
franchises.
die is tropey for a reason.
It is. It's true.
Why?
Please let me die.
Why?
Oh, shit.
No more suffering.
You know what to do.
Oh God! Of course I hear that voice. We're telepathically connected. God damn it! Right?
Raise him from the dead, so it's just more suffering.
Oh, that would be really.
I don't know
bad.
who Griefer is. Is Griefer a she or a she?
She.
Okay.
I mean,
In my experience, it's
Not-
a 13-year-old kid on WoW, so.
yeah.
I would like to use 2 meta points and go all the way over to Rosie.
2 meta points used.
Are you gonna get the hell out of that giant robot?
In a minute.
If you were in a giant robot, would you get the hell out of it?
If it was being dragged across an entire continent at a high rate of speed by a huge tentacle monster, yes.
Giant robot, sea creature.
But
You
it's-
haven't wanted to do this your whole life.
Sure,
Okay.
on even ground.
Yeah. Can't you believe it?
Who is the hand here?
He makes me.
What's his name?
He makes me.
He makes you what? Or sorry, he makes you what?
Happy?
We can't hear this, so I can't translate for you.
We don't have nano wasps?
She's having a very hard time communicating with you. That's about all she really says. And then it's just
He
back to
makes
kill
me.
me, kill me, kill me, over and over again.
You tell me how to take down that spire and I'll kill you.
Ooh.
She just keeps saying kill me
Cool.
over and over again.
Is that all you're gonna repeat?
Doesn't change.
Alright, Hex Destiny can't do this, but I can. And I would like
I hope so. She keeps talking about it.
Hey.
You're gonna need to go get that.
Using a notice, I can do a notice check, or maybe it's very obvious whether it's unplugging something or actually, do I need to actually like, use the sword to chop her in half? I mean, like, is there? Or
You
is
know
it
that would
unplugging?
most certainly work. I mean, that's almost a
Well,
guarantee.
find the biological parts and squish them.
Well, I just sometimes plugged in, in that
It tastes
case,
like baby food.
I'm gonna raise Mercy above my head, and I'm gonna cut it straight down the middle.
You split the head of Griefer in half. And for just a moment, as the blade contacts, you think you see gratitude.
Is that another sword? Oh no, the actual motion.
And at that point, parts of this robot are being completely ripped off of the outside by this giant tentacle thing, which is treating it like, a giant dog with a stuffed animal. The pieces are coming off. This thing has
I've
no
got
chance.
Mercy in my hand, so I'll just fly out.
It's just shredded into little pieces, not even resembling any humanoid form, and then the giant tentacled monster slips back beneath the waves to go and torture the world somewhere else.
And I didn't get to ride it.
Thanks, Deus Ex Machina.
How timely!
It might come back.
Come on, guys.
I don't
We
know.
should know better than this by now. That was clearly not a natural phenomenon, and it was clearly not any of us that did it. We're pretty sure it wasn't Riptide that helped us. I think we know who it was.
Tom?
No, the Metaverse, man.
Oh.
Has not Crash yelled at you incessantly inside your head about all of this crap?
Who's the Metaverse man?
We are. We're the Metaverse,
Who
man.
can take reality, wrap it with the bow,
Shape it to his will.
She does deserve worse alien than her. That's why I went all the way to Rosie.
Because Hex would have done something unforgivable.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
That checks out.
That does check
I
out.
guess it depends on who's forgiving.
Right, so I'm pretty sure that was the hand, just so you guys know.
Yeah, we caught that.
Right. So
Wait, the tentacle monster was the hand?
So was
No,
it
no,
was it Griefer?
It was.
Griefer was the hand.
It
Okay.
was. I'm fighting real hard to keep girlfriend down. She's pretty angry.
Because you stole her moment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too.
Yeah.
That is probably
But I
for the
mean,
best.
come on, this is kind of your MO.
What, stealing the moment?
What about Missouri?
Just important ones from avatars. They don't mind. It's okay.
I think they might mind. They might mind.
It doesn't matter if they mind. We do the things that they can't do.
Right, we would have been real bad.
How?
She wouldn't have killed her.
Oh. That's okay. One of us would have.
Yeah.
She's got to be allowed to make her own mistakes.
She did before, that's why we're in this position with Griefer. I think that curse was a mistake.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
And
But
she wasn't going to fix it? She was just going to make it worse?
She's kind of just enraged and fighting with that. Just lots of rage.
That's too bad.
I have some ibuprofen.
You know, we're not going to be with her forever.
I left them in
What's
my
going to
room.
happen after you're gone?
I don't know. I can't make those decisions, nor can I control her.
Well,
So,
I mean, she's going to make a bad decision next time without you, right?
Hopefully she learned something from this one.
Talk to her.
I am.
Well, this makes me feel a little bit better about staying around. I feel a little bit more level-headed than...
Do we see the tower?
Oh, yes.
Is anything different about
Rising,
it?
shiny. That repulsion field is definitely lessened with the death of Griefer.
Well, I mean, now that we're not having trash can-sized rounds fired at us, I feel less repulsed.
I feel much more welcome.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of supposed to be a hell of a fight. Damn tentacle monsters.
Gotta love them.
Thank you, Chad.
That's okay. We still have more to do.
We do have more to do. Don't worry.
As far as taking that big guy down, though, as I'm big guy right now, I'm gonna go full on orbital strike. Since I'm not no longer constrained by
Our
a dome.
connections make us, and sometimes they make us care. And that's why you're a hero. Hashtag Rosie Buff.
Aww.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. Why do you think I did?
Figured it would have been harder. There would have been a duck there, and they would have been swapping it back and forth. But
Oh, no. I'm not going to do sex take their bunny away from them they love so much, but it's a great motivator.
you're not gonna do sex?
They use sex?
Yeah, I'm not going to do sex, not with any of you.
Well, we did lose the jet.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have the we don't
And
have
the tentacle
setting
monster.
We don't
Right.
have,
Yeah.
and, you know, we're all animals and
The
bestiality.
tentacle
is
monster
illegal.
just saved our ass, though, so thank you.
It's
That
a
Senator Monster
fey
did
rabbit.
just save your ass. Like, it really, really did.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to hurting someone.
That would have been.
Sorry that we ruined your plan.
Oh, we didn't. We didn't. It was our good friends, the Metaverse.
I appreciate the Metaverse's tenticular
I'm okay
fortitude.
with, you know.
Tenticular.
Yeah, no.
Tenticular.
I thought it was a good plan.
I do too.
Streaking down from orbit, you can see that like just a whole trail of glowing energy from Titan. And from the previous experience, you know to brace for the impact and plug your ears. It's a little new to the two of you until it happens, and the shockwave is tremendous. It's almost like a nuclear weapon going off. It lifts you up off the ground, launches you onto your butt, and makes you deaf for a short period of time.
What?
Fortunately, we're in our gerbil balls still, and we kind of
And
bounce
then that
around.
tower falls, and as it hits and crumbles, the whole landscape kind of just shifts and changes back to rocky coast and old ruined city, overgrown brush. Like a Japan that just was ruined by the war of hundreds of years ago and never re-inhabited.
There's still one neon sign, though.
What's a soap shop?
Do they sell soap?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I am older.
Okay.
I'm
Guess
old.
I'm never going to find out.
I'm older.
You're older. You're
All
older
right.
than you've ever been.
So are we done here?
It appears so.
St. Petersburg is next, right?
Yeah, and we're
How are
actually
we
pretty
getting
close
there?
if we had any kind of transportation. But we seem to have destroyed our jet.
Maybe
And
there's a
the-
bullet train. I don't know.
If only we could ride that tentacled monster across the land.
I don't think it would get there very fast.
Piloting.
We're not doing that show. Okay?
Wait, I feel like somebody could ride
I feel
it.
like I could ride it.
We're not doing that show.
But
No.
Well, before all this,
but they summoned a tentacle monster.
before all this
like,
techno junk goes away, why don't you turn some of it into a new jet,
Yeah.
wizards?
No problem.
I mean, unless you want me to try and punch it into a new jet.
No, that won't be necessary.
Cool.
You give me some not death magic sorcery?
Blood sugar.
Ooh, but you want
Death
sorcery for
magic.
me too.
Or
huh?
you could
No.
use something else that you feel can contribute.
No, I actually do want to use death magic for
Oh
this.
my.
Let's specifically try and rebuild these out of the deceased horns.
Oh, there we go.
A dead hornet ship.
Beat it by 10.
That's
the
a
new
critical
I'm
success.
We're gonna call it
the new sex jet is the bee's
It's the
knees.
bee's knees.
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Because I can't.
Those
do
puns
magic
really
right
sting.
now. I am hex blasting. I'm hex blasting you, so you beat it by 14. So
Any more than 10 is overkill.
okay, never mind.
I love overkill.
No, I'm just like, he beat it by 10, that's as much as you can beat it by.
Oh, okay.
You have a wasp
As
shape.
established on such shows as Masters of the Metaverse.
I don't watch it.
We know.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, I'm not hitting a lot either. I'm like, oh wait, yeah. Guess that's fine. You should have seen me play BattleTech. Oh, you did.
Oh, you and me both, brother.
That's
All
not
right,
a
we
fun
have
thing
an
to do to a
awesome-
kid.
You
who
are
can't do
flying
math.
in the new wasp ship at this point.
Wasp ship.
Oh, because
Crossing over
Waspy wasp.
into the continent of Asia and Russia.
Russia's not a continent.
The continent of Asia.
Okay.
There is Russia.
Yes,
The
yes,
continent of
that's true.
Asia. Or the place formerly known as Russia. I mean, a lot of these borders don't
It's
really
just
matter.
a symbol now. And
Well, a lot of these borders don't really matter with the whole, nuclear war of 400 years ago.
I mean, they
With
don't really matter now.
Annihilating every
They went back
border.
and called it the USSR though, which was interesting.
Back to the USSR?
Yeah.
This should just be like, make a playlist, make a Spotify playlist of all our song references. I want to hear
A
it.
Metaverse playlist.
There is a Metaverse
Cool.
playlist. Hellcat has it.
Nice.
Nice.
I knew that if I watched the show.
It's okay. I didn't know the other thing.
I assumed it was just Rush and sticks.
This landscape and continent doesn't seem to be suffering the effects of this perfect geometric shapes. In fact, it's all like perfect, beautiful virgin forest countryside.
You see big?
There's not even the remains of the old cities or roads or highways that should be here. They are just like perfect, unspoiled wilderness. Beautiful.
That's what happens
Yeah,
when
does
you
it,
let the
does it
bears
look
take
like
over.
anything that we recognize?
It looks like a very, very close facsimile of the Feywild.
Oh dear.
Grams
Okay.
is.
Yes, unfortunately, this rather reeks of her.
I think she's smelling pretty good. Foresty, like a Louisiana pine forest. It's an old Lysol commercial. I'm very old.
I actually got that reference.
Yeah.
I don't mean my character. It's-
Okay.
Yeah, it is beautiful and completely unlike the other landscapes. And there's no visible spires that you can see anywhere. And you know there's one here. Nothing. It's just beautiful, beautiful forest. All of it.
But what could I do? I'm so inspired by you.
Okay. Well, great. So I have wilderness tracking.
You do have
Do have
wilderness
wilderness
tracking,
tracking.
but that's going to require getting down there on the ground, not being up in this ship.
I mean,
Not really effective flying around in the dead wasp mobile.
Would it
Right.
be, we'd be able to see, I'm guessing, the tower from over the trees.
but there's no.
He said
No,
there's
you see,
none.
not at all.
Is there a particularly massive tree?
No.
No, so it's not disguising
It's like,
itself.
like a T-Mobile tower.
Whoever gave us this information didn't know what they were talking about.
That would be those two.
Thanks, sweetie.
Well,
All right.
unless the tower is bringing the Fae here.
I'm going to.
We're supposed to look for a tower. If there are no towers poking over these trees, we can only assume other trees, right? Or
Investigation.
or
Again,
magic.
you're going to want to
Magic.
land the
Right.
ship to do things.
Yeah.
Can you?
I feel like you're tricking us into landing the
The
ship.
Fae isn't
Well, everything
where
you're talking about doing requires you to interact with the environment, not just stare at it.
The Fae isn't where the
But it's
orcs
so
are from,
pretty.
is it?
No.
No.
Oh, okay, then we can land.
Okay.
I was going to say, can you make sure the landing isn't going to cause
Are you too afraid of borks?
something bad happening?
No, it's fine. It's
no.
fine.
of-
It's
I
fine.
don't know, like an alarm going. I don't know. Get sucked
fine.
up by the
No, they're-
heat
You know
of the
they're made
trees.
of
I don't
love,
know.
right?
I just
Oh,
assumed
they're
some-
made of more than love. There's
Jelly
a
is
jelly.
There's a jelly component.
Love jelly?
No, we left that
we
behind with the
we
time
sunk
bomb.
that
Here, as
ship.
I'm looking for somewhere appropriate to land.
1 second.
Hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
As I'm looking around for somewhere to land, I also just want to take a general magic overview of this.
Give me a other magic other than death magic. Sorcery check there.
And do I have any knowledge history of this place?
Beat it by 8.
All kinds of this continent, but none of it.
But I mean, so I know that none of this is right.
Yeah, none of this is right at all. This shouldn't be here. Period.
No.
That's not right.
Bad.
I'm gonna use a meta point so I'm not all.
What was that roll there? Sorry
pilot.
about that.
Beat it by 8. No
Beat it
worries.
by 8. You are certain that there is some magical ores. You can see Titania's handiwork in it. You can't see through it, but you know that she does specialize in illusions and transformation magic.
Okay.
Coincidentally, there's a copy of Glamour down here. I don't know why. It's weird.
Well, let's go ahead and
Yeah, land.
You land at the ship and start. It's really beautiful, even here on the ground. But no birds or like little forest creatures or insects or just plant life.
Is the plant life
Amazing.
tangible? Can we touch it? Or
The grass is
any
perfect
of
and
it-
smooth. The flowers
The
smell
schnozberries taste
amazing.
like schnozberries.
you know what that really means, right?
Yes, I do.
And it's at this moment, looking around, that you realize that you're not together anymore. In fact, you're tied up. You're sitting next to Rosencrantz. You're inside of Mount Rushmore. The projector screen's on. Mayhem is
shit.
explaining his plan.
His
Well, you-
terrible plan.
His terrible plan.
Terrible plan.
Well, a mind-linked Rita Riot is trying to convince you that she's going to come over and hit the button to call and signal Titan.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's right here on my belt buckle.
Yes, I remember.
You believe that you have defeated Titania's illusion. You're in a massive hedge maze. It's very familiar. Hex is at your side. You met Titania here a long, long time ago in a garden just like this. Though it wasn't here. In the distance beyond the hedge maze, you can hear like a garden soiree going on. People laughing, a little band playing.
Stanley Tucci's there.
What do you do, Balthazar?
Hex.
Is it really me?
It's really you.
Okay. Yes.
You don't recognize this landscape like he does.
Right.
But he's got that look that he gets sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
How did we get back here?
I don't know. We were landing, and then we're here. Landing magic. I don't know. What is here? You said back here.
Yes, this is actually where I met your grandmother.
Did you guys do it?
You're here?
No, I mean, like, did you do it in here?
This is where your father was conceived.
Man,
I'm just saying, like,
public
if there's,
school, I'm telling you.
if there's like a special spot,
Oh,
maybe
God.
you should. No, I mean, like,
Yeah,
in the
it's right in
hedge
between
maze.
your belt and your pant legs, right?
No.
The moss grows on the north side.
I mean, like, it's, you know, like, it's a hedge
Not for
maze,
me.
Not for
right?
me either, yeah.
Oh,
That means
foul.
there's a center. Usually, correct?
Yes, yes.
Right, so is there, like, maybe there was a
Dingleberry
stop
Canyon?
along the way or a favorite bench the two of you had because of a certain flower that
Not
grew
moist
nearby? I
and
don't
dewy.
know.
You did meet her at this party.
Yeah.
They're tiny. They're like
I do believe. Yes, it is at this party we met. Further that way towards the music.
You make your way through the hedge maze and you pass a couple of other strolling couples. The outfits are really, really old and outdated.
Gross.
Like really old.
Well, if they're that old, then they're cool again. so it's fine.
Like fig leaves.
There are numerous guests like dancing and sitting and chatting out on the lawn as you exit the hedge maze. And from across the lawn, you see a much younger Balthazar, very handsome younger Balthazar, walking arm in arm with a woman that looks vaguely to you like Titania, but also not.
James, due to our knowledge of the Feywild, does it actually feel like we've entered the Feywild, or is this an illusion?
Oh.
What do you want me to roll?
Do you have knowledge of the Feywild?
Balthazar
Yes, I do.
Then roll it.
Cool.
More like knowledge of the wild fae. Fae gone wild.
Are you too rosy?
I'm too rosy. Yeah, that's why I was asking what to roll.
Do we have a moment of clarity?
We do, but okay.
Do it.
Yeah.
Moment of clarity used.
That's a 7.
You are 100% certain you are not in the Feywild.
Great. That's good.
Yes.
We return and they're all dead because 200 years have passed.
Looking over, you see
Don't worry, I would have lived through it.
the young Balthazar and Titania walking arm in arm, and then she turns and he leans in as though to kiss her, and she shoves a knife through his face. 30 damage, Balthazar.
Oh.
The scene shifts and fades. Back in Mount Rushmore, Mayhem is giving his final points. You've gotten very close to getting next to Butch. You're explaining to him Rosencrantz's brains are oozed out on the floor next to his dead body.
That's really
Butch is
uncomfortable.
distraught. You
I'm not excited about this. I'm
feel
so excited about this.
you feel that same horrible, overwhelming feeling from Butch, just the same as it was the first time you were here. And you're getting very angry.
Oh,
Off in the corner, there's that Wendy Gates woman. She's questioning Balthazar, sticking her nose in business.
Being as I've been around a few times, and literally once again, I guess, and I have knowledge of history, does anything look off, or is this a perfect?
There are little bits that you notice are off, like somebody was recreating this and just didn't get it just right. Not so that you wouldn't notice.
Don't buy it. It's a sham.
like how much of a
Like
sham?
a slap chop.
Like a slap chop.
It's a full-on sham.
It's a full-on sham.
Wow.
It's
You
a slap chop.
nuts. They don't do anything. I don't care how much you love them. I put a hard-boiled egg in there. It came out wholer.
Rita,
Yes.
Abby, don't be so upset.
But
Calm down.
I
No.
am, but I
Hey,
am.
Totally
Hey,
pretend. Hey,
check out my chill, yo.
think. You'll remember everything. I remember everything. You remember everything.
Why are we here again?
Wait,
Well,
now
this
where
is
am I?
new.
Yeah.
Hello? Kid? Huh. That's weird, he's gone. It's fake.
It's fake.
No,
So
come here. Okay.
that was real though. So it's fake, and we can escape from this feeling.
I don't know how to escape, but I know that this isn't real. This is the past, and I
And
remember.
we've already lived through it.
Right. And I remember
we
you,
can't-
and you remember me.
Kids.
Remember you. I do remember you.
I'm older than this.
He is. This isn't right. You did
400
this
and several
already.
years older.
Hey,
That's right. You.
you have re-met Butch so many times. It's ridiculous.
What? Why is this happening?
I'm
Yeah.
guessing it's that Titania lady.
Yeah, that'd be my
I've never
guess.
fought her, but that we're definitely in some kind
Mind
of
tricks.
illusion land, near as I
Yep.
can tell. And that kid is nowhere to be found. What the?
Oh,
Could
he's
really
on the
use
escalator.
Could really use a little bit of your inside now, there, hippie.
cutting back.
Crash is gone.
You're in a green field. It's beautiful. Off in the distance, there's a blanket set and an extremely young, maybe 6 or 7 years old Hex is sitting on the blanket. She's having a tea party with Harvey.
It's a dope tea party.
Yo.
Throwing that out there.
It's lit.
Yeah. He's passing back
Didn't
and
know
forth.
you
They're
had
having
to go
a,
to a tea party.
she's laughing and giggling.
Herbal teas, you know.
Just sitting underneath the tree, and then the weather starts to turn a little dark. The wind picks up. The rain comes down, and Harvey looks over his shoulder right at both of you, smiles, his teeth showing in it, and then bites Hex's head off. 30 damage, Hex.
Okay. Jesus.
Back in Mount Rushmore.
I think someone played Arkham Asylum last week.
Never did, actually. But
You really should. It's amazing. I mean, it is so good. Seriously. You can stop at City. Don't go beyond that.
Yeah.
I did that one.
Oh, okay. Asylum's
Yeah, not my game.
You say that. Anyway.
Back in Mount Rushmore, there was the lean in. You were right at that moment. You were about to do the lean in kiss, but then you know that this isn't. I mean, you know that's how it went, but you already did
But
this.
we already did this, and I don't just want to keep doing it for the enjoyment.
I mean, you might, but
I mean-
that's up to you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if you untied me first.
I might.
What's the matter? Can't handle somebody as strong as you?
Ooh.
Or stronger?
I think we could put that to the test, don't you?
Well then, get me out of this thing and let's bust out of this illusion so we can kick that lady's ass so we can get out of here and maybe have a little makeout time before we're dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna untie
As you begin to untie him, the assembled super villains in
I
the room
coiled the rope to save for later.
begin turning upon you, and their visages change. They have a very feral, predatory look, and like beastly monsters, they leap forward to attack.
Mayhem has never looked creepier.
No, a clawed little child.
His widow general outfit.
Let's do an initiative for you guys inside the illusion.
That is me as well, correct?
That is you as well.
Okay.
You
And
three.
I am in the middle.
Oh, crappy.
26.
12.
Oh,
26.
And that's with my +6 initiative bonus.
God
Oh,
damn it.
sorry.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. 10. And can I
Oh, wait.
do I use my +6 for
Never
Mandy
mind.
even though I'm in the middle?
He's
You're
not
in the
even
middle.
here right now.
Either or.
Okay.
Good, I still
You choose
Great.
which one you want to use.
Perfect. So that puts me at 16.
All right. That is going to put you first. They have Riptide, Mayhem, all of these villains
What's
from that
the
room.
one that looks the least like I remember? What looks the most off?
Rosencrantz. The monkey, the dead one.
Love train on a dead monkey. I don't care. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
I'm gonna suck that monkey dry.
That's
Oh,
nuts.
God.
It doesn't taste like real banana, okay? Because the Cavendish died out. Yeah, so I beat that by 12.
You beat that by 12. Rosencrantz doesn't move, but you swear you can hear a high-pitched shriek.
And I'm transferring that shit to us.
50 life to you.
50 plus 50. Oh, no, wait. We don't have our...
Your shield would be gone at this
Okay,
point.
so just 50.
Oh, so my gerbil ball is gone?
Your gerbil ball is
God
gone.
damn it. I liked my gerbil ball.
All right, why don't you go ahead and Guildenstern Rosencrantz until he's dead?
After you, the menagerie of creepy-looking, twisted warp villains attack. Several of them attempt to tackle and rip apart Ezekiel.
Well, that's gonna go super well for them.
Hey, stop!
And two of them hit for a total of 60 damage.
Okay, goodbye 50, and goodbye 10. I'm still good.
got 2 hits on you, 30 damage from each of them.
Okay, from each of them.
So, yep. So that's, very, very simple. And then on Mr. Baker, the dice are in my favor, and I get 3 hits for a total of 90 damage to Mr. Baker.
How many is that?
Then you got
3
that
hits,
back.
30 each.
When this
30
is
each.
done, he really needs to spank that monk.
And after you on that one, that will put Miss Andy James with a 16 next in line.
Great. How many? There's a lot of.
Yeah, there's a
things
lot
around
of
this
them,
again.
but they're very warped and distorted.
Great. Wonderful. Excellent. Cool. Neat. We're not at waffle yet. Huh?
Yes. Oh, we already hit that. Yes.
Oh, we did hit the waffle.
We have gone past waffle.
We have gone past that.
We've gone.
We are boosted and waffled.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're boosted
okay.
again as well? No.
No,
That's
we're not
the same.
reboosted. We are
okay.
just boosted.
Is there a reflective surface I can grab nearby?
Ah.
Yeah, you think you could probably use that monitor he was using for
Great.
the
So
PowerPoint
my
display.
thought is that I am going to take that and look into the mirror side of it and see what is the truth.
Nice.
Well, Andy James, make me a roll for that one, please. Just roll 2 dice for me. I'm going to use your previous score from another avatar.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm on 12. So
There's a moment.
there is a meta point. Okay. I'm gonna go. Would I be rolling on Andy or would I
Andy.
be rolling on? Okay. So I
Do
will
the roll, then spend the point, because if you want to move away from Andy instead of toward her, you can do it after the roll.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Good choice.
Great.
Ooh, that's
Nice.
great anyway.
All right. 5.
You get the perfect angle, and when you turn it and look around, it's nothing like this. It's a smooth, flat surface. It's perfect and geometric like you've seen before. And there's, like, the spire is 15 feet behind you.
Oh, great.
It's like it's right there. You can see Butch and Ezekiel. They're standing as though completely frozen in
Gotcha.
time. The wasp ship is like sitting next to them. A little off to the left, there's also completely frozen in time. You can see Hex and Balthazar. Thick chains of iron are coming out of that spire,
That's not good.
and they're into the very flesh of a woman you've only seen once before when she tore off the roof of Mount Rushmore, Titania. And they're oozing wounds in her where these chains are like attached to her physical body. They're bleeding. And there appears to be in a lot of pain. But that's what you can see in that reflection.
Do I have the empathy for her pain?
Oh, very much so. You are in horrible, horrible pain with her.
Joy. Why did I ask? Why did I ask? Okay. Great. Does that take is that a free action? Where was that?
What do you want to do now?
Well, all right. Is there any way to share that via, say, human insight with my seemingly comatose buddies?
Roll those 2 dice one more time.
Yeah.
Butch knows.
Butch knows. Okay. All right.
Butch saw everything that you just saw, exactly as you saw it.
Okay. Okay. So, okay.
You don't know how you know that, but you know that.
But I know that he knows.
You know that he knows.
What I know?
Yeah, it's really strange.
Does
Okay.
he know that you know that he knows?
All right, and I can't super punch my way out of this. Okay, so I have wilderness tracking. No, I'm kidding.
That's going to come up at least one more time.
It's gonna have to. Okay. Okay. I think that's what I've got for this round. Start
Okay.
figuring that out and sharing it. Unless I already passed by.
It's okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Can-
listening.
I have super punch. I know where Titania is. She looks
Sorta, yeah.
more or less. How heavy is the spire?
You have no idea, but it's
Hundreds of thousands of tons.
yeah,
Okay.
pretty significant.
I was just wondering if we could tip it over. All right. So no is the answer to that. Neat. I don't.
But
know.
now I can see it.
But now you can see it. Yeah. Okay. For the sake of doing something, I am going to super punch the side of the spire and see what I can do.
Give me a fighting roll.
Okay. Ooh. Not
you hit it
even
and
kind
you
of.
feel like you might have hurt your hand.
First
This is
time
the
I hit a
first
bank.
time that you've hit something
And it hit me back.
it felt worse than you might have broke it. You don't know.
Sister,
It's
I have
bad.
been there before. Lots of times.
Andy
You are not
needs
used to
not
hitting things
be here.
and having that happen.
Yeah.
Not at all. With 12, Mr. Baker, you are next.
All right. Hal, give me an overlay from whatever Rita sees through that reflection. Put it over my HUD.
You have a display showing what Rita is seeing.
Groovy.
Reflection. You see Titania bound in chains connected to that spire. The wounds are pussy and bleeding.
Do I get any feedback from Balthazar or Hex at all? Radio.
There's a lot of interference that Hal registers as magical. It is very much being magnified at this moment, interfering with the
absolutely.
ability
That's
to
okay.
read
That's okay.
things.
Can I see where their bodies are?
Yes, they are about 35 feet to your left.
And are they suffering physical damage?
Minor. Both are seem to be have their pain centers in their brains are responding, but they are suffering.
Having fought a couple of illusionists before,
they're
I can
suffering
totally
no
understand
actual
that.
wounds.
In case some people need more avatar than pilot. Hashtag MetaPoint.
Thank you.
I would love to, but I cannot.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much,
I don't even have a slider or an extra character sheet anymore.
Oh.
So I can't use the thing that I would have liked to have very much used right now, but I might be able to get through that. You know what I could do is hopefully find a way to break this spell. I am going to split my ultra vision into two beams, turn it up to full power, and shoot at one of those chains on each side.
All right. Give me these split action rolls.
Hey, I get to use you for no extra cost today. You're welcome.
Yeah, you don't even need the other dice.
Great. You hold on to these.
And get rid of those.
That's a good roll. Okay.
That was not.
That was not a super good roll. But if I use my +2, I still make it with the first roll.
All right. First one is
And
a
the
hit.
second one makes it also.
All right. You both of your ultra vision beams at maximum power begin melting into these chains of whatever kind of mystical cold iron magic crap that's holding her in place. And it hasn't broken entirely through the chains, but it melts almost entirely through in that first round. And we are going to, before we jump into round 2, skip back over to here. Hex is being born.
Yikes.
Oh, man. Okay.
The Feywild is sent representatives. There's all kinds of people here for it. It's going to be the greatest of celebration. You're going to be a grandfather.
Now, Hunbun, I know we've had our differences, but if you mess this up, I don't think I can forgive you.
I'm also watching this, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Oh,
The
that
fairies are
is
known
creepy.
for their songs.
Oh, yes.
I would like to sing the song that Titania and I shared.
Oh.
Give me a sorcery roll.
Oh god, we have meta points. I'm using 2 of them.
Yeah.
2 meta points used!
Thank
Thank
you
you,
for the meta
Chad.
point.
Oh. Oh, there are so many. I didn't notice.
I know there's so many.
Oh, thank God.
That is a 12, so I beat it. I'm using this. I beat it by 4. I'm gonna hex blast myself because I can. So I beat it by 8.
You did by 8.
Hush,
You
little Hexy, don't
begin
be so
singing
droll. Grandma's gonna buy you some
the
human
most
soul.
lovely, lovely of songs, and it catches and catches, and then the other voices pick it up, and the chorus spreads.
I wish.
And then in a moment, the entire thing that you could see, your whole world just shatters like a broken mirror. For all of you. And you're on a flat, polished, geometric surface with a spire. Chains held to this Titania woman. You can see Titan there, his beams split, melting into the chains.
I'm gonna be wall-eyed for like a week after this.
And in a fierce howl of rage, she unleashes pure blasts of thoughtless malice energy.
Oh no, I'm weakened against malice. That's not real.
No, that's not real. 18 on Butch, 12 on Andy James will hit, 15 on Ezekiel will not hit, 7 on Balthazar will, and 14 on Hex will not hit. 40 damage to those hit, magic-based damage.
Ouch.
Okay.
And now we're going to do ourselves a rule of cool, guys.
Oh.
Because I have one, and it's the beginning of a round, and I feel like this is the perfect moment to use that rule of cool. But because you guys haven't rolled initiative in this initiative count, I need you both to roll yours to add to this chart to see who's going to have to come up with their idea first.
22.
22.
20.
20. All right, so we are going to do that rule of cool, guys, and that means that we are going to start with Ultra Vision. I am going to rule that before your rule of cool starts, the chains break from the end of the Ultra Vision.
Oh,
so
right.
you don't have to continue that as part of whatever you're going to do in your rule of cool that you'll come up with.
Great.
And our objective is to get past Titania.
To get that tower down anyway.
To get the tower down. Okay.
And so I leave it to you, sir.
I don't know how I feel.
Oh, did we
killing
roll
someone's
cool.
grandmother in front of
We
me,
rolled initiative
so-
already?
We are on the same initiative count.
Oh, that's beat.
I know you hate having to go first on this.
And
I'm
we always
sorry.
roll initiative extra for rules.
You want to do enough? I will do it.
We always do.
Well, you three need to roll then because
Okay.
they haven't.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
17.
Alright.
Use yours.
25.
17 for
Mine are about to
Ezekiel.
memory.
25 for Andy.
And I got, what, 26?
26 for Butch. Which means our actual lowest will be Ezekiel the Undying. So what is your rule of cool, Mr. Ezekiel the Undying?
Well, knowing what I know of your history, I don't want to kill her. But I'm wondering, that tower has some type of health, whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce life drain off of every reflective surface in here, channeling all of it into the tower, pulling back that energy, transferring it to you to shoot beams into that son of a bitch and bring it down without killing Titania. But if it happens, whatever.
So what do you call it? What, binge and purge?
Binge and purge, yeah, sure.
Binge and purge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reflecting on my life.
Reflecting. Oh, I like that even better.
Reflecting.
That's very
on
good.
my
That's very
life.
good. 20 would be next. So Balthazar, what would you do under this rule of cool now that the illusion has been shattered? I mean, it is your ex-wife.
Yeah. Yeah, but. Yeah.
And she did that one thing that one time at the family
Even if you
reunion
were still
anyway.
married, you'd be empty nesters. That's all I'm saying.
True.
Oh.
God.
You'd hate each other anyway.
Oh.
One just waiting for the other to die, and with both of you being immortal. Well,
It'll be a long wait.
Apparently, once you go black, you do go.
Stop.
Beautiful.
That was really, really good.
Was it? Was it?
Maximo thought so.
All right.
See?
Yeah.
It was because it was terrible. That's okay.
Yeah, I know exactly. Apparently, so was Balthazar. So.
Fair.
There's one thing he couldn't raise.
Oh God!
I am a fan.
Oh my!
You're getting all the internet points to make up for your lack to make up for your lack of good character sheet.
He can play with
I can
death, but
life
he
drain.
cannot bring the petit mort.
Indeed.
Okay. So I am going to.
Maybe the petit Dijon.
What would your rule of cool be, sir?
Speaking of eating.
Yeah, indeed. Well,
I am actually going
I
to
threw my beef at Christian.
Going to use prison time.
Prison rules?
Yes, if prison rules. If she attacks any of us, I want to take the hit and respond at that point. But I'm not going to attack her until she takes any violent action towards any of us. And I'm going to instead use oration to speak to Titania and appeal to her directly. And I'm burning a meta point to go.
All the way in.
Everything
Balthazar is all in. I like
life
it.
drain myself.
Oh.
Next up
I'm
to
undying.
selection
That's
would
true.
be Hex. What would you do for your rule of cool if you could do anything right now?
So, I've got a little granddaughter guilt. Don't really get to see grandma much too often because, you know, the whole like gone for hundreds of years thing. Also was stuck in a dome. So I feel a little guilty. I know that she means something to Grandpa. I also know that she is just full of power. I mean, she is unbelievably powerful. So I would like to go up to her body. I would like to wrap one of the chains around my arm. I'm going to grab her and then I'm going to touch the spire. And I'm going to try to be a conduit between them so that we can use her power to help bring it down.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Next will
How many
be
amps are you rated for?
Andy James. What would
Okay.
you do if you could do
Well,
anything?
so I'm kind of stuck.
You got this, boo.
I am stuck between Abby and Andy, kind of right in the middle, and Abby is feeling a lot of Titania's pain.
And rage.
Pain and rage.
Which makes you stronger.
It does make me stronger.
Just like
but,
Barry Kelly Clarkson says.
But Andy, well, Abby sees a spire, Andy sees a giant tuning fork. So, still vibing on Angel's abilities. She's going to use the medicine, her own child magic, and she is going to attempt to heal Titania and bring her to our side and soothe her pain. Perhaps at the detriment of her own strength, but that would be the right thing to do. So she is going to use her rage to hit the spire again, hopefully successfully this time, and make it resonate. Use that resonance as the healing magic of music, and to heal Titania.
That's inventive as all.
I love that one.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Nice. Done.
Soothing her emotions while he gives a speech, appealing to her better nature. I like that a lot. You know, since this is her plan, I'm absolutely going with her plan.
Okay.
I believe that her magic is somehow powering that tower in some way. Like, it's her power is part of the reason that it is standing. And I want to take that tower down. He's trying to give me a boost of the ultra vision, but I'm going to probably just try and go full-size Titan inside the thing when I fly into it here in a second. But that's next round. This round, even though it's rule of cool, I am going to make sure that there is no fairy power going to that tower while she is soothing her and he is appealing to her better nature. I'm going to super speed up behind Titania. grab those chains that were, I guess, in the ground now and have been since
they broke free.
Yep. I'm going to wrap her up around her arms in them, and I'm going to whisper in her ears, "I don't believe in fairies."
You kill her! You kill her!
No, it should weaken her.
All right, you guys have that?
Oh my god.
That's intense.
That is intense.
Just do another quick rundown.
Reflecting on my
Transfer
life. Yep.
You guys were okay with her making us relive the most painful parts of our lives?
No, I really wasn't a fan when she bit her head off.
No, I guess I was going off of the assumption where Griefer said he makes me, so I assumed it wasn't all of her own volition.
I agree, it isn't, but
Yeah.
it's enough of it to where I need to turn that sucker off.
We are getting the votes in. So far, you are in the lead, Miss James.
Okay.
It comes down to you, Chad. You will decide how this encounter goes.
There's not a bad choice in the bunch, so
No.
That's
No, there's
you
not.
can't choose wrong, chat. You did
Yeah.
good.
You cannot choose wrong. I would be having a much harder time choosing than you are. I'm glad that I am not
Faster.
watching this one today.
I just
Vote faster.
I want her to not hurt.
I want her to not hurt too. I think her going unconscious is the best way to do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I think we all want her not hurt. Well,
Well,
much.
maybe you feel differently, but
just a little, but
pleasure not pain, man.
yes.
Unless you're into that.
Unless that's your thing.
He's
No
a
king
necromancer. What do you think?
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
We have a winner
Yeah.
Andy James!
Yay.
with 6 of the votes. Wow.
Damn.
Sweet.
I'll take it.
All right, so
Right.
let's go to everybody else who didn't get voted on and work our way through. Ezekiel, penalty of 5 to the check.
I'm also going to use a meta point then.
Meta point used.
Give me that back.
I'm going to.
Ugh, 13.
13.
Not going to happen.
You are not able to pull away all of this energy to transfer it. She's definitely a hostile. I want you to do more than just roll those dice. I'm gonna have to ask you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the
Excellent.
oration as well. I'll use the +2 on that. So technically, I beat it by 2.
Nicely done.
Titania, I know you are not entirely responsible for your actions. However, if you cause any further harm to come to Hex, that would be a grievous mistake. Help us help you. I know you do not care for this world, but do not make this choice. We can be better than our worst days. I have seen it. Please.
Moving speech. Oh. X Destiny.
That's a hot no. That was an epic failure.
Well, mostly it's just because so many people are trying to grab hold of those chains.
Well, that's a
at the
17
same
plus
time.
5. There's no way.
Mr. Baker.
Yeah.
Was mine 15 or 13? It was 15, right?
Can't really
Yes.
fail, but it's okay.
I know.
Yeah, I made it.
Grabbing hold of the chains, you bind Titania up, lean into her ear, and whisper, I gotta hear it.
I don't believe in fairies.
And you can feel the shock that goes through her body when you say that. Now on to the one that automatically succeeds.
So I'm going to take a piece of the metallic landscape and give the spire a short, sharp hit to create a resonant hum, and use Angel's abilities to channel that into healing the hurt and the broken that Titania is experiencing.
The wounds start to seal up, and chains fall away. And she diminishes quite a bit. Like, not this large, giant, imposing, but the small, frail, old woman just sleeping on the ground. There's a rather unearthly beauty about her, but just a simple, small, frail, old woman that you find incredibly beautiful.
We didn't turn her into a goat and a crow first.
All of you can still hear the hum from this
Sure, if you want it all
vibrating
tarted
spire.
So the spire is humming?
Yeah, humming. Carrying this perfect pitch, too. It's really nice.
Sir Balthazar, where's that? Oh.
It's definitely below the waist, dude.
It's in the black.
Well played.
There
Resurrector, 5 in the black.
There are runes that have been like scarred into her flesh. Like someone took time and did some really terrible, terrible things to her.
Yeah.
Now that those chains aren't on her, she can probably get back to the Feywild to heal.
Yeah.
You could probably send her back while she's unconscious if you'd like.
Might I suggest we disrupt the runes first?
Absolutely.
If you have trouble with them, let me know. I can probably, burn them off.
Let's.
I
hope it
said
doesn't
if you
come
need.
to that.
I'm not like looking forward
Sorcery?
to that or anything. Although when they burn, I hear they smell like candy. Is that real?
I beat mine by 4.
Beat it by 11.
The two of you work your magic together and bit by bit erase all these little bits of scarification runes. They're really ancient Fey control runes, like from old stuff, really outdated, really primitive. Like somebody's been out of the loop a really long time.
Do I recognize
Kronos,
them?
perhaps?
I know.
Does it chronologically
Sorry,
make
I
sense?
just saw that.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Yep.
I liked it, but I just didn't want to say anything.
I like the NLC myself out. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's cool, I already know. I already know.
Right, I totally fucked that up.
Now that the
My bad,
runes have
dog.
been cleared away, are you going to send her back or not? This is all in your hands with the fate of Titania.
I would like to summon Harvey to take her back.
He's not going to come
He's
for a
already
while.
back.
Yeah, Harvey already went back
Yeah.
after the bullet.
Right, I just know time moves differently, so I assumed that I was not assuming, I was hoping that maybe it was...
His wounds were pretty substantial. He's going to need some time. But either of you are capable of magic that will send her back. Yes or no?
Kiss on the forehead
Yes.
and
Or no.
send her back.
Give me one more sorcery roll.
What's it gonna be, boy? Yes. Or no. I couldn't take it anymore. God, that was great.
Beat it by 5.
Excellent. And you send Titania back home, and you send her back home to her place. And not just her place, her royal, but no, her special,
She was
quiet,
passed out and you got her home safe.
reflective
That's
place
adorable.
that only, as far as you know about.
Which looks exactly like Space Mountain. No reason.
She's a big fan.
There is a half basketball court at the
That
top,
is the
too.
first time someone's gotten a kiss on Metaverse.
Is it?
Oh no, Zelenia did do the tongue kissing with the Kiss Boys.
I mean,
boys.
We've
That's
had some kissing on
The
There's
it.
been
spire
kissing.
still remains,
But it was
vibrating
like a
and humming.
nice kiss.
Well,
Right.
This was the nice one.
Yes, I
Didn't
know.
somebody make out with a horse at one point?
No.
Not on
Was that just
Metaverse.
Vansel?
oh.
Loki?
No, that was him doing an impression, I thought, of the townspeople, like crying into the like.
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
take my
someone will
tongue to
remember.
be a horse.
Maybe they made out with horses. There's a gif
Church
of it.
tongue.
Yeah.
Different church, but
Yeah, take me to church.
man, not a lot of people reference that one's.
Oh God!
Moving on. So Titania is back in the Feywild in her special place.
It's an Adam Sandler movie, regardless.
You are right, Pax. It is the first non-gross, non-weird,
Yeah.
normal, nice. I like this person, so I kiss them.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
because I think we all remember what were happening in Cars 3 and 4.
Yeah.
There's plenty of kissing happening.
I don't know what was happening in Cars 3.
Of course you don't. Now, because you went ahead and like destroyed my really, really great encounter so wonderfully well, I actually don't have anything else prepared.
Well,
for
that tower is
tonight's
still
show.
standing.
Air Bear,
Tower
stare
is
that
standing,
son of a bitch.
yeah.
So that's it. That's
Let's
what we
tear
got to deal
down
with.
Orbital beam!
No
Oh yeah, he's got to jump into it and whoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna.
I'm just gonna go right into the middle of it and transform again.
Ant-Man.
Yes.
That's right. I'm gonna Ant-Man up Thanos' butt.
I think you're one of the.
Well, I hope it works better for you than it would have worked for Ant-Man.
I hope so too. Actually, what I'm secretly hoping is that I grow big enough, fast enough, where the tower just looks like it has arms and legs. I'm not gonna grow that big because I know it's
That'd be fun though.
I think I top out at like 50 feet.
Well, I want you to give me the relevant role because I have a really big news flash that I want to end the show on with.
I just really want
All right.
to do it because the
Yeah,
vodka will come back.
totally
The vodka
fucked
will
it
come
up.
back.
You hit the side of the spire
Ow!
and slide right down.
What a
Somebody made this spire out of
He
bank.
critically failed.
What a hex blast
He
helps.
critically failed.
They made it out of bank.
My God.
It's pure bank. Ow!
I'm working on it, guys.
Your one weakness. Bank.
I know. Screw that. Ah. Lightning bolt.
Oh.
Cause screw you, tower. I've got a boosted ability that I
Yes,
won't be
you do.
able to use otherwise, as I am completely pilotless.
Right.
This is true.
But
Butch still has the
but I'm-
boosted ability.
But I'm still bonded, so I'm gonna absolutely, completely, and totally decimate it. What's his name? Professor Dynamo Style, Dr. Dynamo Style.
Dr. Dynamo starts calling upon an old one. I like it.
The oldest.
Isn't that that was? Well, not technically.
Well, the first one I played in
on,
Metaverse.
on show.
Yeah.
On stream. Okay. Yes. Let's not confuse them. At all.
Yay!
Yay! That's much
Oh
better.
wow, that
That
is
is
one impressive
4.
lightning bolt.
Sorry, my friend.
As this spire blows apart into
And
little
it says,
pieces,
Shazam.
much like the other previous countrysides, it shifts back, and you're in the ruins of St. Petersburg. It's overgrown, and
Here's
there's
that
some
vodka.
forest, but there's probably some vodka somewhere.
Be back.
I'm headed with him.
I think after that we could probably all use a drink.
I'd say we've combined honestly, yes.
All right, we've got the Wasp-mobile. Just like my
You
parents
can
used to
only
drive.
hope that the other team has been as successful in our mission in Egypt and
Did
be
we
able
check
to
anything?
rendezvous.
So they only had
with
one
you.
tower, so
I'm really
you know,
glad we got
that's-
to make the vehicle in Japan out of the dead wasps, because making it here out of like old rundown Yugos, it would have been terrible.
Yeah,
That is true.
Now I want a Huguenot.
You cannot.
All right.
And as they drink and reflect, we will end
On their
that
lives?
very
Hey,
note.
you want to go watch
What?
the sunset or something?
I would love to.
Absolutely
watch.
code. Let's
we
go.
could.
I'm just gonna drink until
That's
it
right.
sets
That's
for
for
me
you,
here.
Bags.
Butch and Abby have their moment off alone.
Oh.
And we end this episode of Metaverse. But as we do, I want to give you a little bit. We're going to use that news flash up. 'Cause while this wasn't going on,
Oh my God.
the real world has not held still. This just in, breaking news. Bruno Hamilton, one of the FBI's most wanted after a gun battle in a New York City hotel, was spotted at LAX. After a brief, tense standoff with airport police, Hamilton escaped in a stolen jet with an unidentified red-haired man. The Air Force has scrambled fighter jets to intercept the fugitive.
Oh. Hey, did anybody see my pilot?
Oh.
What?
Thank you all for watching Masters of the Metaverse. I love you all so much. I'm sorry to end a little early on this one, but
okay.
you
Are you
caught
kidding me? That was awesome.
You caught me. You killed my big bad before I could bring it on, for which I actually Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very well
Thank
done
you.
on that.
Thank you.
That was like one of the most effective hack attacks I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that completely annihilated a 600 health, 100 armor beast from destruction. That was really going to have some good time.
That never misses. Let's.
Yeah, also never misses.
That never misses.
550 health.
550. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's true. Also deals 200 points of damage per attack.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
fantastic.
And
I
yes, I
really
do want to point
appreciate
out
it.
that there is no slider here.
No slider.
Yeah, Crash went bye-bye.
And yes, as AK pointed out, Butch did use the leftover boosted ability as it was left behind by Crash.
And yes, that is Metaverse knowledge.
Yes, that is Metaverse knowledge. Enjoy. Love you all. I'll see you all next time.
Bye.
We also
We're
have
just gonna keep
unison.